Hi, everybody. Welcome to beautiful Freedom Field in Iowa Colony, Texas. This is VypeFortBend.com. It's week 2 of the high school football season. We couldn't have a better non-district matchup as your Ridge Point Panthers, very, very impressive in their win last week over Pearland, taking on the Disckinson Gators, who knocked off Manville. Roger Smith along with Bryant Nabufi. Bryant, I know that both teams have some very, very talented players in this one. So the one that probably has gotten the most attention is Donovan Green, the Gators' great tight end.
Absolutely. I've heard a lot of good things about him, right?
He may be the most highly recruited player at his position in the United States.
Is that right?
We're going to take a break here and be back and kick it off from Alvin's Freedom Field, Ridge Point against Disckinson. This is VypeFortBend.com.
Someone comes up to me and says, Amy, how amazing is Xfinity Internet? And I always say, guys, Every day someone comes up to me and says, Amy, how amazing is Xfinity Internet? And I always say, guys, I could go on and on about how it gives you more than just fast speeds for all your work, school, and everything from home needs, but I have places to be. I'd also mention you can save up to $400 a year on wireless when you add Xfinity Mobile and get nationwide 5G at no extra cost. But I gotta run. I have a thing. Really, it happens all the time. Can your internet do that?
Get started with Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, save up to $400 a year on wireless over AT&T when you add Xfinity Mobile. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay. Ends 10/18/21. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Savings based on optimized pricing. Xfinity Internet required.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
Hi, this is Mariela
and Melina coming to you from Nick's Italian Restaurant, where you can come and try one of our house specialties, the Nick's Shrimp, or one of our chicken pistachios. Not in the mood for food, you can also try one of our savory desserts like our homemade tiramisu or cannoli.
We're located on FM 1464, just north of Austin High School.
Can't dine in? You can call ahead at 346-401-1546 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Or you can hit us on one of the major delivery platforms, Uber, Grubhub, or DoorDash.
We look forward to seeing you here at Nick's Italian Restaurant, where our family gets bigger every time you stop by.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stavanaugh with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a 4th generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's complicated. We make it easy for you. We have Spanish speakers here available for you. Call us at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. Once again, call us 979-793-7411.
All right, welcome back, and we're just about ready to kick the game off. Roger Smith along with Bryant Nabufi and the Ridge Point Panthers beat Pearland last week, and they are an odds-on favorite, at least in my opinion, at this point, to win District 26A as the team that is usually their toughest rival. The Travis Tigers took a loss last week when they went on the road against the Spring Lions. And by the way, if you're wondering why we're playing at Freedom Field in Alvin, to our listeners, well, just in case you haven't driven past First Colony Mall on the backside on Lexington Boulevard, you may not realize that Mercer Stadium, one of Fort Bend ISD's 2 stadiums, is just not going to be available for use of any kind this year. And the problem is there is a renovation project that is a result of the bond issue that passed a couple of years ago. That is good, But the more that they have dug into Mercer Stadium, the more problems they've found. So it is costing more and taking longer. And as a result of that, Mercer is still off limits, and they're still working on it. When they finally are done with the renovation project and they start playing football games there in 2022, I think it's going to be awesome. So for Ridgepoint, let's check out who's going out there as captains. We've got Dylan Vaughn, Walker Aycock, Ronald Morrison, and Marvin Session, an ace wide receiver. He's probably the most popular target of B.J. Emanuel, the Panthers' outstanding quarterback. And B.J. is a senior. He got a pretty decent amount of playing time when he was a sophomore. And then when he was a junior, he basically got to play the entire year. And wow, what a year it was. The only thing that could stop the Ridgepoint Panthers was North Shore. So we've already mentioned, I can't remember if we mentioned this in a pregame meeting or if we actually said this on the air. Donovan Green, the tight end for the Disckinson Gators, is just a 14-carat stud. They will try to get the ball in his hands as often as possible. He can block, he can catch, and when he catches the ball, he can not only make moves in space and leave guys grabbing for air, but he can outrun them as well. That's almost illegal. I think it should be. He's so big and so talented.
I can't wait to watch him.
So the Ridgepoint Panthers are in their all purple pants and jerseys. And I would say something about Battle Red Day, but I'm not going to say that because this is purple. And Ridgepoint Panthers have high standards for what they expect to happen during the season. Disckinson is going to kick off to begin this football game. And they've got a really good kicker in Chance Gage, just a sophomore. The Disckinson Gators wearing the royal blue pants with the red and white stripes on either side, white jerseys with blue numbers trimmed in red. Their uniforms are a lot like the Buffalo Bills. Their helmets are kind of strange. It's as you look at it, Brian, it's kind of a little optical illusion. It looks like they're wearing bicycle helmets because the white part just, I don't know, doesn't go all the way down to the back of their neck.
Right, because of that metallic red.
It's a little bit strange.
Yeah. Unique.
So, Chance Gage ready to kick it off. And he will have a little bit of a wind in his face. Good crowd from Ridgepoint is on hand, and it's a short kickoff, and it's going to bounce once. Look out, the ball is loose, and Disckinson recovers. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Vernon Glover makes the recovery of a ball that bounced once, and as soon as it did, one of the Ridgepoint players stepped up to touch it, and as soon as he did, it was a live ball, and now the Gators have it.
What a way to start the game.
So Ridgepoint thinking, all right, well, we lost the toss. Disckinson deferred, but we're at least going to get the football, but it's not going to work out that way.
Yeah, absolutely not.
On defense for Ridgepoint, across the front, D.K. Kalu, the son of N.D. Kalu, James Eaglin, Clayton Cherry, and at Mike linebacker, Dalton Plitt, the nickel backer, Mason Hall, James Wally is the dime back. Grant Steffen is he's actually the deep snapper, so never mind. Cornerbacks are Ryan Ramey and A.J. Colbert. The rover is Taylor Davis. And there on the first play, Disckinson winging it toward the end zone, and it's an interception. Interception. Ryan Ramey picks it off.
How did that happen?
It was the first play. Luke Martin just stepped back and threw a rainbow to the right corner of the end zone, and Ryan Ramey running all the way with Marquise Johnson. Looked like he took it away from him. I thought we were about to say touchdown Disckinson.
Yeah, absolutely.
We get to look at the video board. So I don't know how in the world Ryan Ramey got it. Yeah, it went right through the hands of Marquise Johnson. And so it's kind of unusual, but now Ridgepoint does get the ball, not the way they expected. I didn't even get all the starters announced. It happened so fast. B.J. Emanuel handing it off to Ezel Jolly. Straight up the middle, 2 yards, that's it. Big physical quality offensive line for the Panthers. Calvin Harvey and Peyton Farmer are the tackles. Evan Sharp and Ronald Morrison are the guards. Jack Rame is the center. You got Ezel Jolly, the feature back, and at receivers Wilson Batiste, Kieran Charlo, Stefan Pisapsia, and Marvin Session. Of course, Bert Emanuel Jr. is the quarterback. And at tight end, when they need one, it's Ryan Phillips. Empty backfield, and Emanuel with a quick release pass in the flat on the right. Got the completion, got a first down to the 37-yard line to Marvin Session. That's a first down. Think of First Tire Automotive for all your car care needs. Check them out at firsttireandauto.com. I had to say that, Bryant, sorry, next time you'll get more time to say something.
No, Roger. Look, you're in the driver's side. I'm in the passenger side, right? Respectfully.
Ridge Point going right to left. Up the middle, Jolly runs for 12 yards and a first down before he is upended. Diego Sanchez came up from the secondary, and Ridge Point moves the sticks again.
No huddle pace.
Yeah, they just all the offensive players look over to the sideline. They're not playing really fast, although they're capable of doing that. If they really want to pick up the pace and throw a curve at the defense, they'll do that. The ball is at the 48-yard line of Ridge Point. They're moving the football, and a give to Jolly again. Straight up the middle, and he picks up 3 into Disckinson territory to the 49-yard line, dropped down by a real great run stopper, P.J. Williams.
Solid run.
If John Madden was here, he'd say, yeah, P.J. Williams, he's got a big butt. You know, that's what you need with a guy that's playing up there on the front. You know, I think I misidentified him, actually. I think it was Caleb Walker and not P.J. Williams. But Caleb does have a big butt. Here we go. Second down and 7. 9:53 to go in the first quarter. Emmanuel looking to his left, steps up, looks, throws late over the middle, got a completion to the 40-yard line, and that's another first down for the Ridge Point Panthers as he finds Stefan Pisapia. You know, I put in too many S's on there when I introduced him as I was naming the starting lineup, but it is Pisapia. P-I-S-A-P-I-A. Sounds like an item on the menu at Nick's Italian restaurant.
Pisapia.
Try the Pisapia. It's great.
I like it.
First and 10 from the 40. B.J. Emanuel on the jet sweep. Here we go. It's not Session, but someone who's almost as fast. It's Kieran Charlo. And Charlo has stopped after a gain of 3 yards. Great pursuit out there. Disckinson has some fast DBs. Rodney Bimage was no mirage. He showed up and he brought down Kieran Charlo.
Who was that? Jason that got caught up inside a little bit. Who was that? That DN or that linebacker?
3 receivers on the right. Roll out by Emmanuel. All day throws. Got a completion. Got a first down in the red zone. Down to the 18-yard line as he delivers it to Pisapia again. And these Ridge Point Panthers, other than the miscue on the kickoff, which, as it turned out, really didn't hurt him too much, man, they've looked very, very sharp on offense.
Absolutely. It's looking too easy. Disckinson got to tighten up on defense, definitely.
Ridge Point brings in Ryan Phillips, and he's not playing tight end. He's kind of playing between the guard and tackle on the right side. There's a throw to Session. Beautiful toe tap. Makes the catch near the far sidelines and out of bounds at the 12.
Yeah, Emmanuel made it harder than what it should have been, but great catch.
6-yard gain. And Emmanuel gets the signal from the sideline, turns around and tells everybody. Now he's ready. Gives the ball to Jolly, slams inside the 10, down to the 8, and I think he's got a first down. If not, it's very close. Nobody ever seems to measure anymore to see if they got a first down. Sometimes they just say, wave the sticks.
Do they measure at all in high school?
I'm not saying they never do, but they just do it a lot less than they once did.
Oh.
All right, evidently it's 3rd and inches for Ridge Point, just outside the 8-yard line of Disckinson. Give to Jolly. No, Emmanuel keeps it, runs left into the end zone for a touchdown.
Wow.
And what a move he put on blitzing Diego Sanchez. coming up from the secondary, trying to get some penetration, and BJ just fooled him. The thing was, the fake was very good, and the linebackers really seemed to go for Jolly when they faked the handoff to him.
You know what, Roger, was that too easy for Rich Point?
I just think it's good execution. Yeah, but I'm sure Dickinson's going to make some defensive adjustments.
They blocked it.
Austin Bowen is the kicking specialist, and coming through to block it, Vernon Glover from the Panthers left. He got a hand on it, and it fell under the crossbar, but nevertheless, Ridge Point gets the go-ahead touchdown, and they lead it by a score of 6-0. This is VypeFortBend.com.
First Tire and Automotive has been putting your health and your car safety first for over 20 years. First Tire and Automotive stands for family, integrity, reliability, service, and trust. That's why Fort Bend families know take your vehicle to First Tire and Automotive first and forever. Check out the website for service and savings at firsttireandauto.com. Make your appointment today. With 4 great locations, Eldridge, First Colony, Greatwood, and now in Cinco Ranch, there's one around the corner from you. All 4 stores now open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
Every day, someone comes up to me and says, Amy, how amazing is Xfinity Internet? And I always say, guys, I could go on and on about how it gives you more than just fast speeds for all your work, school, and everything from home needs, but I have places to be. I'd also mention you can save up to $400 a year on wireless when you add Xfinity Mobile and get nationwide 5G at no extra cost. But I gotta run. I have a thing. Really, it happens all the time. Can your internet do that?
Get started with Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, save up to $400 a year on wireless over AT&T when you add Xfinity Mobile. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay. Ends 10/18/21. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Savings based on optimized pricing. Xfinity Internet required.
Welcome back, and that was an Archer Volkswagen scoring drive. The Ridge Point Panthers used up 4:12 on the clock to go 75 yards, capped by a B.J. Emanuel touchdown run. Nice play fake on 3rd and inches, and he scored from 8 yards out. Ready to kick off for Ridge Point is Austin Bowen. Deep to receive is Marquise Johnson, but they're going to kick it away from him. It goes outside the numbers to the 19-yard line, and here is a return to the 25, but that is it. On the return for Dickinson, DeRyan Crooms, and a nice tackle by Ridge Point's Ethan Ellis, who rushed down on special teams. So we saw Dickinson go deep on the first play, but that's when they had the ball at about Ridge Point's 35.
Right.
And now they'll have it at their own 25, and we'll see what Dickinson does. Their quarterback is Luke Martin. He's a tall, strong-armed passer. In the backfield next to him is Leighton Paul. They had to get a little something, I guess somebody's glove was on the field, so they threw that off. And here we go on 1st and 10. Martin with a quarterback sweep going to the left, and Ridge Point pursues it well and limits it to a gain of only 2 yards. That's Mason Hall, who came over to blow up Luke Martin, and it's 2nd down and 9. Hope you enjoyed your Thursday, and I hope you have a Friday that's free of snags. Get to the weekend, and it'll be a Labor Day weekend, a 3-day weekend for many of us. Here we go, 2nd down and 9. Martin moving to his right, and it's a toss sweep. And here he goes to Reggie Sanders, who gets to the edge outside the numbers and runs for a 1st down for the Panthers. I'm sorry, for the Gators. Takes it out to the 36-yard line. And that's a 1st down. Think of First Tire and Automotive for all your car care needs. Check them out at firsttireandauto.com.
Going with a no huddle.
Quick action. There goes Martin, and they run the stretch play to the left. There goes Reggie Sanders. Good running room. About 8 yards is what he picked up. Coming up on the tackle for your Ridgepoint Panthers was Ryan Ramey. Ramey got the interception, didn't he?
Yeah, he sure did. Again, fast pace.
2nd down and 2. There goes Martin over the left side. Look out. Hurdles a man. Still going sideline. Does he stay in? No, he stepped out at the 39-yard line with yet another first down for Disckinson. And so Ridgepoint, very impressive on offense, but Disckinson, I have to say, every bit as impressive on their second possession.
It's kind of the opposite, you know. Ridgepoint passing, Disckinson is running it.
Martin ready on 1st and 10, fakes a handoff, rolls to his left, throws sideline, got a completion,
Great
and
pass.
may have another first down as he found Leighton Paul out of the backfield. You know, Paul is actually listed as a tight end, but I did see him lined up next to Martin in the backfield earlier. Malachi McNair is in as a running back right now. Luke Martin hands it off to McNair. Little slant play over the right side, and he picks up 2 yards. Clayton Cherry roughs him up and brings him down. 2nd down and 8 because that previous play, the throw to Leighton Paul, resulted in a first down. And they continue to go with the hurry-up offense. There goes Martin over the left side, has a crease, and gets another first down. It doesn't hurt that he's tall, Bryant, because all he had to do was fall forward like a tall, tall tree and pick up the first down. James Wally, you know, I guess his home would be Wally World. He makes that tackle. 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. There goes Martin, cuts back up the middle, breaking tackles. He's a strong runner, and he picks up 7 on the tackle. D.K. Kalu.
You know, and with Martin running, they basically have an extra blocker. So one of the safeties is going to have to probably come down and help support within the run.
Disckinson moving from left to right and executing beautifully. There is a draw play, lots of running room, and down to the 6-yard line. And you know what? Ridgepoint got a great tackle from Taylor Davis, and I don't think that the running back would have been stopped if Davis hadn't stopped him. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. There's a run over the left side, and they give it to Malachi McNair, but he gets a whole face full of Mason Hall. And the Ridgepoint linebacker, who is a senior, who's already earned 2 varsity letters, makes that stop. 2nd down and goal at the 4.
Slowing down now a little bit. These are 2 important plays.
And I wonder sometimes, Bryant, since this is a non-district game, might they be more likely to tinker with things, maybe run a pass play, or will they run it like they have been? Yes, they do. They run it. Luke Martin over the left side and into the end zone for a 4-yard touchdown for the Disckinson Gators.
Could be a high-scoring game.
Well, yeah. Okay, so we played 7.5 minutes, and we got 2 touchdowns on the board. Now Chance Gage is going to come on and try and untie this game. It is 6-6 because Ridgepoint, after its touchdown, missed the extra point. Gage's kick is up, and it's good. 7-6, Disckinson on top, 4:30 to go. This is Roger Smith along with Bryant Navufi. We are VypeFortBend.com. Hold on just a second, folks. We occasionally have this little problem with our advertising thing. We have this little thing that plays the commercials, and every once in a while, it starts acting up. I don't know why it would treat me this way. Why do you think that is, Bryant?
I don't know. Maybe you did something to it last week.
Okay, well, we did make it work hard, but, you know, we paid the thing, so should be happy. Oh, my goodness, I hate when it does this. Oh, don't do this to me. Yes, I do want to exit when you fill up my screen where I can't do anything. I sure do. Okay. All right, we're back and just about ready for the kickoff, and we missed an opportunity to reward our great sponsors for what they do for us. Hate when that happens, but like you said, it'll probably be a high-scoring game, and if that's the case, then we'll have lots of breaks after scores.
Absolutely.
Tomorrow night, join us. Join me, actually. I'll be going solo tomorrow from Hall Stadium as the Hightower Hurricanes are hosting the Spring Westfield Mustangs. Should be a good one.
Yeah, you get the chance to see Caleb Douglas, stud wide receiver.
Gage ready to kick. His first one was a pop-up kick. Gets the signal. And actually, it's the guy other than Chance Gage who kicks it. Comes down to the 32.
Oh.
This is going to be a good return. Ridgepoint gets it out to the 44-yard line. Not really expecting to get it was Marvin Session, and he's a great guy to have his hands on the football. He's probably the Panthers' best receiver.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a bigger return than what it was.
By the way, tonight's broadcast is not brought to you by Hall's Mentholyptus cough drops, but it could be.
How are those cough drops treating you?
Well, they have served me pretty well, I have to say. They leave me with a terrible taste in my mouth, but that's okay, as long as I sound all right.
Yeah, they're doing a job. Here it goes.
1st and 10. Fake handoff by Emmanuel. There he goes, running, breaking free. Inside the 40, still going. 35, stumbles, and out of bounds near the 30.
Explosive run.
Oh, he is explosive, isn't he?
Yeah.
I want to identify the Disckinson tackler who got just enough, I would think, of BJ's instep just to throw him off enough to bring him down.
You know, that zone read is hard. You got to be real disciplined on the zone read, Roger. Real disciplined.
I think that was Christian Mukabana, number 6, on the tackle. They marked him at the 29, first and 10. There's early movement. Free play. Manuel looking. End zone. Throws, and it's too tall for Session off his hands.
Wait, was it a free play?
It was well covered by Nick Peace. Well, I said the same thing you did because I thought it was, but I don't see any flags on the play.
I see one down there, Roger. I don't know if that's okay.
You see it in the end zone?
I see it by there by the 30.
Okay, yeah. Okay, by the way, one of the things that we were missing last week, the referee's mic didn't seem to be working, and now it sounds like it's working just fine.
Oh.
So we'll get some explanation on some of those calls.
That's good.
So Ridgepoint, 4:09 to go in the first quarter, already trailing 7-6, but they scored on their opening drive, and this is their second drive. They've got first down and 5 from the 24. Emmanuel, fake handoff, throws right sideline. Incomplete, in and out of the hands of Charlo.
A little bit too far out for the receiver. Just a little bit.
So it brings up a 2nd down and 5. No worries, really, if you throw incomplete on 1st and 5.
Yeah.
But Emmanuel's got such a strong arm, I'm sure that even the receivers used to catching his passes, sometimes the ball gets on you quicker than you expected. There goes Charlo in motion, and a handoff up the middle to Jolly, slams ahead, picks up 7, gets the first down. Inside the red zone go the Ridgepoint Panthers on the tackle for Disckinson, Jean-Tway Fears. You know, there was an NFL Hall of Famer named Tom Fears. My dad served with him in the Air Force during World War II, and he said Fears was a real jerk.
Really?
I'll bet Jean-Tway Fears is not related to Tom Fears, but he could be, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe he's got those football genes.
You know what, Roger, I'm learning so much about you while we're broadcasting.
1st and 10. He pumps short. He throws for the end zone. The pass is batted away.
Almost intercepted.
Intended for Wilson Batiste. And who was the number on the guy that knocked it away?
Number 19.
19, okay. That's Diego Sanchez.
Yeah.
But again, it's 2nd down and 10.
It's a great play. Great play.
And it was a good throw on the part of Emmanuel because basically his receiver was covered, but he threw it high enough where either his guy was going to catch it or nobody was going to catch it.
Sanchez covered a lot of ground that play.
And there's the give to Jolly. Stutter steps, makes some moves near the line, but only gets a yard, maybe 2.
Sound defense right there.
That was Tyree Woods and his mates staying at home. So a little misdirection. I think they started flow a little bit to the left and then came back to the right with it. Jolly was not able to get anything out of it. Well, I won't say nothing, but not much. Gabriel Bro is into the game. 4 receivers, 2 on either side of the formation. Jolly next to Emmanuel in the backfield.
Oh!
Somebody jumped from Disckinson. Emmanuel, another free play. He's rolling to his left, looking. Now he's going to run inside the 15, goes out at the 12-yard line. And I think that was kind of a business decision. You know, it's second week of the season, and it's the first quarter of a game. I don't know that you necessarily just want to try to run over a linebacker.
Of course not.
But we'll see what the penalty flag is going to be. I'm almost certain it'll be offsides.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't know, Roger. If it's me, it's a free play. Third down. That was third down, right?
No, second down.
Oh, that was second down. Okay, this is third down now. So they changed the downs pretty quick.
And still be second if they, well, no, it is third down.
So we're looking at 3rd and 5 now.
That's right.
Okay.
Third down.
So Peyton Young is the one who was the guilty party for being offside.
Free play, young man. Just throw it up.
And by the way, Bert Emanuel's son of an NFL vet, he knows all kinds of stuff. I mean, you know, he knows about business decisions. He knows about the hard count to try and get the offside call like he just did.
Yeah, a lot of leverage from father.
Here we go, third down. There's a fake handoff. Emmanuel stands strong, steps up, throws near the sideline. Pass caught. Nice move, stretching just short of the first down, I believe, is Charlo. There were 2 Disckinson Gators who were trying to corral him and tackle him like trying to tackle a greased pig, but they got him down at the 9, and it's 4th and just under a yard to go. Ridgepoint appears to be leaving the offense on the field.
I'm not surprised.
I think they're going to go for it.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by this one.
Over on the left side of the formation, extra blockers. Carter Groen along with Phillips. They're heavy to the left side of the formation. Emmanuel gives it to Jolly, running behind those 2 guys, and there was a flag. He struggles to get to what he needs for the first down. I don't think he got there, but hold on. Let's see what the flags are. This time I think I want to turn it up.
Holding on the offense, number 66, 10-yard penalty, repeat 4th down.
Okay, well, Bryant, he said holding against the offense. Okay, but if you're Disckinson, don't you say, well, if they spotted the football short of what they needed, in fact, that's what Disckinson says. They're declining the penalty. Ridgepoint did not get to the stick. They did not get the first down. And as a result, it's going to be Disckinson football, and Ridgepoint had a long drive after the kickoff that followed Dickinson's touchdown, but they get nothing out of it. They're trailing 7-6, and with 1:42 to go in the first, it's Gators ball once again.
Bend but don't break. That's what we call it, Roger.
That's a lot of bending. Yeah, where did they get the ball?
Yeah, it was
around their 20.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's about 71 yards of bending. But you got to be flexible.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, Luke Martin takes the snap, hands it off straight up the middle, but actually he kept it. Look out, he still has the ball. He's got a first down. He carried it across the 20 to the 22. No flags, and that'll move the sticks. It's a first down. Think of First Tire and Automotive for all your car care needs. Check them out at firsttireandauto.com.
So this team relies heavily on Mr. Luke Martin. He's been phenomenal this game.
He may be as good a ball carrier as they have. Now play action pass. He fakes the handoff, rolls to his left, and throws the ball out of bounds, sending Gator cheerleaders scattering. And it was Clayton Cherry who was putting the heat on. Big number 99, kind of looked like a purple jersey J.J. Watt in his prime right there. Going after a very mobile, strong quarterback, and made his pass quack as it went out of bounds. Second down and 10 yards to go. Here's a handoff over the right side, and they've got something, staying inside the numbers and running across the 30 to the 31. That's a good run, and it's the first time carrying the ball for Andrew Riley, and he comes within a yard of the first down. It's 3rd and 1. On the tackle for Ridgepoint, it was Taylor Davis. And now quickly, there goes Disckinson. Martin turns it up.
Oh!
Ball comes out, and there's a fight for it. Bug on the rug. Who has the football? At least one Ridge Point player is saying the Panthers have it.
Looks like Ridge Point jumped on it from what I saw. Let's see.
But you know what? It's going to be 4th down if Disckinson retains possession. It'll be 4th and 2 or 3 yards to go. Okay, Disckinson does keep it.
Okay, at least they get to punt it off.
Yeah, somebody got out from under the pile, and I think it was P.J. Williams. You know, the other guy with the big butt. Made a big recovery. So it's 4th down and 2.5, and now I think Disckinson is going to punt it. I wish I could see who got the hat on the football, but as Luke Martin was leaning forward, he was going to have the first down, but out came the ball.
Happened so fast.
Charlo deep to return the punt. 12 seconds left in the first quarter. There it goes. It's a little wobbly kick taken to the 35-yard line, and it's Marvin Session actually starts right, now left, now goes back 3 yards and gets buried. Great coverage. You can't ask for better coverage than Disckinson had right there. It's a punt return of -3, and that's the end of the first quarter. 7-6, Disckinson leads Ridge Point. This is VypeFortBend.com.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stavanaugh with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a 4th generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's complicated. We make it easy for you. We have Spanish speakers here available for you. Call us at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. Once again, call us 979-793-7411.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
All right, the second quarter begins, and Ridge Point was penalized with an illegal block in the back on the punt return. That's really not good, Bryant. A -3-yard punt return and a penalty on top of that.
Yeah, it's definitely not good. I think
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to talk about the field position. This game is going to be critical.
Yeah, and they're just inside their 20, and the officials are still talking about something.
Maybe where to spot the ball. Or...
Yeah, they are kind of pointing like, where should we put the ball? But this is a good chance for me to talk about tonight's Family Connections, served up by Nick's Italian Restaurant. Nick's Italian Restaurant, their family gets bigger every time you stop by. And what better family connection could you have than Bert Emanuel, the former NFL star, and his son B.J. Emanuel, the guy with the keys to the Ridge Point varsity program. Takes the snap and hands it off to Jolly, runs over the left side, only got 1 yard, that's it. And Jean-Twe Fears right on top of him.
Aggressive tackle. I never could wear no gloves in football. Well, had to have some gloves.
I mean, when I grew up watching the game, when I was little, nobody wore gloves. Second down and 9. Emmanuel rolling to his right after a fake handoff. Look out, here comes the rush. Heading for the sideline, and the safety of the sideline, well, that's something that's a real asset for you. Gets to the 27. It's a short gain. I think he picked up only 2. And now it's going to be 3rd down and 7.
I was thinking throw it away, but he ended up gaining at least 2 yards, so I guess good decision.
And he seems to just have that, you know, some people who have never played quarterback don't understand how you can feel pressure. And he just kind of knew, I guess maybe partially he was hearing the footfalls of those guys coming after him, but he knew just when to slow down, look for a receiver, just when to speed up and head out of bounds. Now he drops back and they give him real good time, moves over to his right, throws late, but throws low. It's incomplete. He tried to get it to Wilson Batiste.
He had Wilson wide open.
Yeah, that would have been a first down. Unfortunately, Ridgepoint's going to have to punt.
Rare miss by Manuel.
The punter is Holden Gray, I believe. I'm not sure about that, though. Snap is clean. The kick gets away clean, end over end. Takes a good hard roll, but it'll be a return by Disckinson, starting from the 38 and advancing it to the 43. That's in the hands of Vernon Glover. No flags, and it'll be Disckinson football again.
Diskinson's in good field position.
You know, Xfinity and Comcast are the future of awesome, and there's a player in this game who has an awesome future, and that is sophomore running back Malachi McNair of the Disckinson Gators. Brian, I'm sure you're quite aware that Disckinson is the proud alma mater of Andre Ware.
You know what? Again, Roger, I just learned something new.
All right. So, yeah, he came out of Disckinson, played for the U of H, won the Heisman. Luke Martin on first down fakes a handoff, rolls to his left, and the pass is complete to their stud tight end, Donovan Green. His first time getting his hands on the football, and it's a big gain all the way to the 40-yard line. 17-yard pickup and a first down for the Gators, who hurry up to the line, moving right to left here in the second quarter. Martin giving it off, and there's a nice run play for a gain of a quick 9 yards. Reggie Sanders takes it ahead, and now there's, as a play caller, there's so much you can do on second and short. And unfortunately, we have a Ridgepoint player down, and oh my goodness, I hope this is not DK Kalu.
Let's hope not. I don't think he's faking it at all, Roger, but this reminds me of when we were playing Oregon. Their tempo was so fast that we used to fake cramps.
Yeah, I understand that.
We had to be done down some way. And again, I don't think this is a fake injury. I think the young man is really hurt. But you know, this fast-paced offense is really keeping Ridgepoint on their heels.
Ridgepoint training staff: Jeffrey Arsenault, Courtney Scott, and Zulea Rashid. And we'll take a quick break here. Hopefully the injury is not too serious. It is 7-6. Disckinson on top of Ridgepoint. 10:36 to go before halftime.
Hi, this is Mariela
and Melina coming to you from Nick's Italian Restaurant, where you can come and try one of our house specialties, the Nick's Shrimp, or one of our chicken pistachios. Not in the mood for food, you can also try one of our savory desserts like our homemade tiramisu or cannoli.
We're located on FM 1464, just north of Austin High School.
Can't dine in? You can call ahead at 346-401-1546 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Or you can hit us on one of the major delivery platforms, Uber, Grubhub, or DoorDash.
We look forward to seeing you here at Nick's Italian Restaurant, where our family gets bigger every time you stop by.
First Tire and Automotive has been putting your health and your car safety first for over 20 years. First Tire and Automotive stands for family, integrity, reliability, service, and trust. That's why Fort Bend families know take your vehicle to First Tire and Automotive first and forever. Check out the website for service and savings at firsttireandauto.com. Make your appointment today. With 4 great locations, Eldridge, First Colony, Greatwood, and now in Cinco Ranch, there's one around the corner from you. All 4 stores now open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
Okay, back to action. DK Kalu made it off the field. He was favoring his right leg. He did make it off on his own power. So hopefully he'll be okay. But it was a very short carry for Disckinson, and Martin made the first down. Now on 1st and 10, they run a play where the player is not touched until he's 15 yards down the field. That's Reggie Sanders, and it's another first down for Disckinson. That is a first down. Think of First Tire and Automotive for all your car care needs. Check them out at firsttireandauto.com. First and 10 Gators from the Ridgepoint 14, leading by 7-6. Now they give it to Sanders, who spins and gets through a little crevice. I don't know how he gained any yardage on that play. I think he picked up 2, and it'll be 2nd down and 8. Disckinson definitely has a big and physical offensive line. Luke Martin on 2nd and 8. Gives the ball off around the left side. There's Sanders, and buried at the 10-yard line. That is a beautiful open field tackle. Taylor Davis shedding a blocker, throwing him down like a wet rag, and then grabbing the ball carrier, Reggie Sanders, who only gained 2. So it's 3rd down and 6 at the 10. This is a big play. Ball on the left hash mark. Out of the spread with Leighton Paul in the backfield next to him. Martin takes the snap, fakes it, rolls right. Looking short for Paul, now looking in the back of the end zone. Now he's going to run for it. He's hit hard. The ball, it comes out again. Does Ridgepoint get another turnover? Yes, they do. It's a recovery at the 4-yard line. Walker Aycock jumped on the loose ball, and twice in this game, Luke Martin has been belted, and the Panther defense has dislodged the ball. So here we are, 3 minutes into the second half, and it looked like Ridgepoint was going to go down by, another score. They're already down 7-6, but their defense comes up with a big play. Walker Aycock. He had a brother named Carter. That's why I said that.
These turnovers are going to come back.
Ridgepoint's got to be careful. Back up to their 5. Keeper by Emmanuel around the left side. Outside the numbers on the far side. Across the 20 and knocked out near the 26. In fact, that's where they're going to spot it. 26-yard line. And Diego Sanchez, who's kind of been spying him all night, makes a tackle that could have been a touchdown-saving tackle.
Absolutely. It looked like for a second he might have been able to get the corner, but regardless, still a great game.
First and 10 from the 26. Emmanuel gives it off. There goes Jolly. Has to make a move in the backfield, and he finds enough daylight to pick up 3 over the right side. Takes it to the 29-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 7. And the Panthers are sending a guy in that they normally use for as kind of a blocking back, maybe an extra guy in the backfield. That's Carter Groen, who's a pretty good baseball player. His dad, Clary, does the public address announcing at Ridgepoint Baseball. Up the middle, Jolly. They block well at the point of attack, but the hold closes quickly. I think it's a 4-yard pickup, and it's going to be 3rd down and 3. Another big play for the Panthers.
And a big down as well, too. 3rd and short. I would expect a run here. Let's see.
Ridgepoint student section showing out down here below us. Making a lot of noise. A lot of them dressed in camo. They're really good with coming up with the themes. 3rd down and 3. Emmanuel fakes the pass short. Runs it, and he's loose across the 50, 40. Nobody to catch him. He's going all the way for a touchdown. B.J. Emmanuel.
Wow. He kind of squirmed out of the hole, and then boom.
65-yard touchdown run.
What a play.
And the Panther offense just took care of business, getting the scoring drive after the turnover. Office Depot, Southwest Freeway at Williams Trace in Sugar Land, takes care of business every day, so we can bring you games on VypeFortBend.com every week. Austin Bowen on to add the extra point. They're not going for 2. They kick it for 1, and it's good. Ridgepoint leads it 13-7. We'll be back on VypeFortBend.com.
First Tire and Automotive has been putting your health and your car safety first for over 20 years. First Tire and Automotive stands for family, integrity, reliability, service, and trust. That's why Fort Bend families know take your vehicle to First Tire and Automotive first and forever. Check out the website for service and savings at firsttireandauto.com. Make your appointment today. With 4 great locations, Eldridge, First Colony, Greatwood, and now in Cinco Ranch, there's one around the corner from you. All 4 stores now open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
You know something, Bryant?
What's that?
We got a heck of a halftime. Heck of a halftime, because we're going to hear from Bradley Stavinow of the Needville Insurance Agency, and then from the lovely, talented, well-informed, and deeply rooted in high school sports in Texas, Aaron Hardigan of High School Scoreboard Live. Do you watch High School Scoreboard Live? You got to watch it. It's every Friday night. It's a 2-hour show that takes you all over Texas. They send reporters to all corners of the state. Craig Way, the Longhorns voice, is usually one of the co-anchors. He's almost always on the show. Every once in a while, he has to miss a program so he can cover the Longhorns on a Saturday. But you've got the wild and crazy Rick Renner. You've got Craig Way. You've got Greg Tepper. He's the managing editor of Dave Campbell's Texas Football Magazine. And it would have to win every single award for a show of its kind, because it's the only show of its kind. They have 6 hours of coverage on Friday night, but that 2-hour show is the centerpiece. All right, short kickoff by Bowen. And the ball is on the ground, and Disckinson does recover it, but they don't get much of a return. In fact, no return at all. Darian Crooms fell on it at his 18-yard line. You know, it was kind of a I got it, you take it situation where he and Leighton Paul both had a shot at the football.
I don't know, Rod. At this point, I may move those guys who are back expecting a deep kick a little bit more forward. They haven't kicked it deep not once this game.
Now, perhaps you can understand my visit with Aaron Hardigan. I didn't want it to end. So as soon as the half ends, I mean, we got to start playing those interviews so we don't run out of time. But she works with a guy named Mike Alexander, who is a videographer extraordinaire on the show, and he and I were roommates in college.
Really?
But guess what? There's a timeout. We're going to take it with him. 7:37 to go in the half. Ridgepoint leads 13-7. We'll be back. This is VypeFortBend.com.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
Hi, this is Mariela
and Melina coming to you from Nick's Italian Restaurant, where you can come and try one of our house specialties, the Nick's Shrimp, or one of our chicken pistachios. Not in the mood for food, you can also try one of our savory desserts like our homemade tiramisu or cannoli.
We're located on FM 1464, just north of Austin High School.
Can't dine in? You can call ahead at 346-401-1546 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Or you can hit us on one of the major delivery platforms, Uber, Grubhub, or DoorDash.
We look forward to seeing you here at Nick's Italian Restaurant, where our family gets bigger every time you stop by.
You are the master of the multi. And we mean everything. We take care of you, so you can take care of business. Office Depot Office Max. Taking care of business.
All right, sorry about that. We failed to get out of the commercial break in time to describe that play for you, but Reggie Sanders with a big run over the right side for the Disckinson Gators carries it inside Ridgepoint territory to the 45-yard line where it is 1st and 10. So whatever they talked about during the timeout, that was offensive genius. Now they run it to the left with the bigger, not quite as fast, but very powerful back. That's Malachi McNair, the sophomore, and he is thrown back, you know, like an old man sending back soup in a deli.
Where do you come up with these?
I steal them. Mason Hall makes yet another great tackle. And they give to McNair, trying to get around the edge on the right side, and he can't do it. That's a tackle for loss by Ridge Point's linebacker, Dylan Vaughn. So now it's 3rd down and 13 to go for Disckinson, and I think they're almost certainly going to have to throw the football.
They end up in 3rd and 13 after such a huge game. It's unfortunate to see them in 3rd and long. Let's see what they draw up here, Roger.
3rd down and 13 from the Ridge Point 48, fake handoff, and they got a different quarterback in there. And he is sacked at his own 45-yard line. It is John Solomon who's playing quarterback for Disckinson. And I wonder if after those fumbles, maybe the thing is they might have taken Luke Martin out to have him think about losing the football a couple of times. You know, coaches have been known to do that.
Yeah, I mean, those are two huge turnovers that Luke ended up costing his team, but I think the young man will make up for it later on in the game.
I think so. Ridge Point kids having fun in the student section. It's a punt for Disckinson. It's away clean, and it's a beauty. Marvin Session watches it go to the 8-yard line, picks it up on a hop, running to his right, trying to get around the pursuit. Here's a flag. I'm sure it's going to be against Ridge Point. He only gets to the 10 on the near side of the field before he's pushed back by Jean-Tway Fears. You know, I think I should have gotten a pronunciation guide. I really do. Because I'm not sure that I'm saying it right when I say Jean-Tway Fears.
I can tell you this much, it sounds right.
Okay.
Tway.
Yeah, I knew that was going to be against Ridge Point, and it's a hold on Terrence Howard.
After the penalty, Panthers are back at their 4-yard line.
Out of his end zone, B.J. Emanuel takes the snap, gives it off to Jolly. The line of scrimmage was the 3, and he carries it ahead to the 6.
Ridge Point needs a first down. They need to get themselves out of this position. At least try to change field position for Disckinson.
And this is when it's good to have an experienced senior quarterback. He's not going to do anything foolish with the football. 2nd down and 7. Emmanuel stands strong, steps up, running through the traffic. Now he's going to keep it across the 15, gets to the 17, and that is a first down for Ridge Point. That's exactly what head coach Rick LaFavors needed from his senior quarterback. A first down run, it moves the sticks.
Absolutely, like a magician right there.
Well, the play is a first down for Ridge Point. After the 16-yard line.
Seems like they're slowing the pace down a little bit.
4:24 to go before halftime. Disckinson will get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. Here goes Jolly in motion. Give off the right side to Phillips. I think he bobbled the ball there for a moment, but he regained control and picked up 6. And correction, it's not Phillips. Instead, they gave the ball to Mason Dossett. Mason Dossett, he's probably the best pinch runner that the Ridge Point baseball team has.
Yeah, it definitely looks like Ridge Point is. They want to move the ball, but they definitely want to keep possession. Or make this, for better term, make this the last possession. Or leave very little time for Disckinson.
There's another give to Mason Dossett, carrying for a second consecutive play. After picking up 7 on his first carry, he picks up, well, I'd say 6 on the first carry and 2 more there to make it 3rd down and 2.
Picking up another 2 yards. He's 3rd down and 2.
Let's see what Emmanuel does here. I think they expect him run, maybe a play action. 2 yards, maybe a run. Let's see.
He's going to drop straight back. He's going to throw it far down the sideline, and it's over the outside shoulder, incomplete. He led Wilson Batiste too far. His pass is incomplete. Wilson was also pretty well covered out there.
Yeah, great defense. Great defense. I don't know, before taking a shot like that, I would have ran the ball, but nevertheless, I'm sure the coaches saw something that I didn't see. But let's see what Luke, well, I don't know if Luke going to be back in the game, but we'll see.
Vernon Glover back to return the punt. And I'm still not certain who is doing the punting for Ridgepoint. So after he gets it away, if you would check his number. Here goes the punt toward the near sideline, wobbly spiral. It's an effective punt that goes out of bounds at the 42-yard line of Disckinson. He's the one with the orange gloves.
Yeah, look like Taylor Davis.
Yeah, you're right. It is Taylor Davis. We'll take a timeout and be back. This is VypeFortBend.com.
Every day, someone comes up to me and says, Amy, how amazing is Xfinity Internet? And I always say, guys, I could go on and on about how it gives you more than just fast speeds for all your work, school, and everything from home needs, but I have places to be. I'd also mention you can save up to $400 a year on wireless when you add Xfinity Mobile and get nationwide 5G at no extra cost. But I gotta run. I have a thing. Really, it happens all the time. Can your internet do that?
Get started with Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, save up to $400 a year on wireless over AT&T when you add Xfinity Mobile. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay. Ends 10/18/21. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Savings based on optimized pricing. Xfinity Internet required.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
Second down for Disckinson. And they're going to need 5 yards. They are scrimmaging from the 48-yard line, their own 48. Ridgepoint with a 5-man front, and they run it over the left side. It's the quarterback, John Solomon, taking the snap, and he moves the sticks, takes it all the way to the 40. That's a 12-yard pickup for Disckinson. You know, they were moving the football so well with Luke Martin, but they had lost possession at the end of a couple of those drives. And so, what do we got there? What happened? I saw a guy doing a back somersault, and give credit where it's due.
What a false start.
It might have been Dylan Vaughn.
On the offense, number 6.
Illegal snap.
5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Okay, so an illegal snap. Every once in a while you hear something like that, you know.
Yeah.
You can't do that, say the fans.
You hate to get that after a powerful run.
But that's good, you know. I'm for law and order. You can't do that. It's 1st and 15. There goes Solomon, the quarterback draw, running through the traffic. Look at him go. Across the 30, still going, 25-20, and down to the 22-yard line.
It's a powerful run. Shifty run. Very elusive. Solomon is picking up right where Luke left off. see if they can limit the turnovers.
They mark him at the 23, and now a timeout is called by the Ridge Point defense. We'll take it with them. This is VypeFortBend.com.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stavanaugh with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a 4th generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's complicated. We make it easy for you. We have Spanish speakers here available for you. Call us at 979-793-7411 or NeedvilleInsurance.com. Once again, call us 979-793-7411.
You know, Bryant, the Ridge Point student section is they're doing some good comedy down there and making a lot of noise. So if they start doing something that sounds really interesting, I'm just going to turn our crowd mic up and let the people listen.
Yeah, why not?
But they are taking a break at the moment.
A lot of energy there.
1:36 to go before the half. Ridge Point leads at 13-7. Be with us at halftime for Bradley Stavanaugh and the lovely and talented Aaron Hardigan of High School Scoreboard Live. All right, so Disckinson has it. Solomon at quarterback on 1st down and 10. Hands it off. A lot of running room up the middle, inside the 10, still going and fighting to the 9. That's Malachi McNair, the big sophomore. He's not really big in height, but, I mean, he runs like a bowling ball.
Yeah, he definitely does. He's been giving these Disckinson crew.
Clock running, under a minute and a half. There goes Solomon off the left side, and he gets stopped at the 5. And there are 2 Ridge Point Panthers. I think each one grabbed one of his feet, and it worked. James Wally was one of them, and also at the bottom of that pile, Dalton Plitt, P-L-I-T-T. 2nd and goal at the 5, and they throw over in the flat, and there was a skirmish between 2 players. No flag thrown, but truthfully, I don't think that was catchable, Bryant. The pass all the way from this left hash mark to the far sideline was over everybody's head. And now we have a huge play, 3rd down and 5 with 58 seconds to go, and the clock stopped after that incomplete pass.
And I will assume this is, I don't know, depending on this play and how many yards they get off this play, I will assume that this is a 2-down drive right here.
You don't think they're going to kick a field goal? If, let's say they throw incomplete. Well, here goes Solomon running, and he gets down to the 1, but he is wrestled down. He is bulldogged down. Yet another touchdown-saving tackle, and it was James Eaglin.
They're going fast.
And now they're going fast, and they're at the 1, and they sneak it, and he's in. Touchdown for John Solomon. He's a sophomore, just like Malachi McNair. And the short, beefy sophomores are taking over the offense for the Disckinson Gators. It's 13-13 with the extra point to come.
It's aggressive play call, and I like it. I guess that's what I'm always assuming that, Roger. I'm always assuming, if you get close enough.
I like your thinking, but I just know that sometimes coaches don't want to take that chance.
Yeah, I hear you.
And there is the kick, up and good by Chance Gage, and it's a Disckinson lead of 14-13 on VypeFortBend.com. 42 seconds before the half. Don't go away.
First Tire and Automotive has been putting your health and your car safety first for over 20 years. First Tire and Automotive stands for family, integrity, reliability, service, and trust. That's why Fort Bend families know. Take your vehicle to First Tire and Automotive first and forever. Check out the website for service and savings at firsttireandauto.com. Make your appointment today. With 4 great locations, Eldridge, First Colony, Greatwood, and now in Cinco Ranch, there's one around the corner from you. All 4 stores now open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
Don't forget, it'll be Bradley Stavanaugh of Needville Insurance Agency and also Aaron Hardigan of High School Scoreboard Live. I mean, don't go to the bathroom. Don't do anything. I mean, we're going to jump right into it after a very quick commercial break. Chance Gage, who added the extra point that made it 14-13, is ready to kick off. waiting for the official signal. Now he has it, and it is a short kickoff to the middle of the field. It bounces once. Marvin Session at the 23 runs left. Stutter steps, now continues left, and he's knocked down at the 24. And what an outstanding tackle. Vernon Glover tripped him up, reached out and grabbed the foot, held on, and down went Marvin. I think you know Marvin Sessions' middle name is Executive.
Is it?
No, it isn't. But that would be cool if it was. Marvin Executive Session. You know how those school boards always go into executive session.
Right.
And then they come out and they, not just school boards, but also city councils and county commissioners' courts.
Right.
And they'll come out and they'll say, yeah, we all agreed that this was the thing to do.
They're one-on-one. I'll throw it deep.
1st and 10. Emmanuel fakes the handoff. The rush comes quick, and he just airmails it out of bounds. Good thing he's got a strong arm. He did get it across the line of scrimmage, well out of bounds, and he was pressured there. Guess who that was? It was Sir Mix-a-Lot, Caleb Walker, you know.
I like this. After that play, maybe I'll just run it out.
Got a lot of great Calebs.
Yeah.
In this area. You have, Caleb Douglas of Hightower. There's another Caleb Douglas for Bush.
Oh, is?
Not quite as good as Caleb Douglas of Hightower. Emmanuel throws far sideline. Got a completion. Out of bounds to stop the clock after a 12-yard pickup to Wilson Batiste. That will move the sticks. We're down to 24 seconds. And according to the big, wonderful video board scoreboard here at Freedom Field, let's see, I was looking for timeouts left.
I don't see it either.
Ridge Point, I don't see it. I think they have 2, actually.
They're
using hyphens. Now another throw to the far sideline. Another catch for a 12-yard gain. Again, same receiver, Wilson Batiste. And now there's 18 seconds left.
I think Dickinson need to tighten up a little bit now. A couple more of those passes in. They'll be in scoring range.
I don't think they mind keeping everything in front of them, considering that there's 18 seconds to go, but maybe an out and up might be what Ridge Point is setting them up for.
Yeah, maybe so.
Emmanuel pumps short, now is flushed out of the pocket to the right, near the sideline. He's just going to keep it and run out of bounds, and it took him 8 seconds to do that. It's just a pickup of 2, and so I think Ridge Point will have 1 play, maybe 2.
Yeah. You think maybe they're setting up a Hail Mary?
Well, I guess at this point, with so little time, you're setting up, that may be the only thing left to set up.
But we don't know how many timeouts they have, so I guess that...
Well, I think they have 2. See those hyphens?
Oh, okay.
I think they got 2. And Emmanuel pumps once, gets away, somehow escapes. He runs. He's short of a first down. They got to call timeout, and he calls it right as he was tackled.
He got it.
He did get the timeout called in time. The scoreboard says 0, but the officials are going to give him the timeout. There you go. And you could tell BJ knew, I got to get down and I got to stand up and call timeout.
Yeah.
And he did it right away. So the ball's at the 42. And, North Shore ran a Hail Mary from the 42 in a game that I remember, the state championship game against Duncanville, 2018. Final play, most dramatic play ever to win a state championship at AT&T Stadium.
Tell me about that.
Well, all you got to do is YouTube it. Just go North Shore, Duncanville, 2018, catch. That's all you got to do. The game could not have been more exciting.
Wow, just hearing it.
Now this is week 2. It's a non-district game. It's the end of the first half, not the end of the game. Nevertheless, let's see what Ridge Point does. Let's make a little magic here. Emmanuel drops back, looking deep, steps up. He's got time. He's going to fire it. There it goes. Jump ball in the end zone, and the ball is knocked away and complete. Good job by Disckinson. They had 5 defenders down there. Their coaches prepared them for that play. They played it right. We go to the locker room. 14-13. Ridge Point is trailing Disckinson. We'll be back with Bradley Stavanaugh of Needville Insurance.
Are you ready?
Ready for anything.
For what life throws at you, at your kids.
Are they ready to study, research, write papers?
To do all the amazing things they don't even know they're capable of yet.
Internet Essentials from Comcast brings affordable, high-speed internet to your home for only $9.95 a month. Now available to low-income households eligible for public assistance programs like Medicaid, the National School Lunch Program, SNAP, housing assistance, and others. Visit InternetEssentials.com to apply. No credit check, contract, or installation fee. Taxes, extra restrictions apply.
Welcome back. It's halftime on VypeFortBend.com, and our score is... So we'll get going with the third quarter in a little while, but now it's time to talk to Bradley Stavanaugh. He is your local insurance agent, and we really appreciate you, Bradley, sponsoring these broadcasts for the Needville Insurance Agency.
Thanks.
And tell us a little bit about yourself and why people should come to you.
Roger, I'm glad to be here. Glad to be out in the eastern half of Fort Bend County here today and join these young professionals, these young athletes out here. Watching them, it's such a pleasure. I'm located down in South End County, Needville, Texas.
Sorry,
but we
I'm
want
a
to be
mess.
your trusted agent. I'm a local guy. I've been here. My family's been here
Finish
forever.
the
We want to
warm
get to
one.
know you and get to know you, especially if you're recent arrivals and moved here to Fort Bend County. I would love to meet you. I try to get involved with the community quite a bit here in the area. I'm in the American Legion, the Rotary Club. I'm the chamber president in Needville. Do many activities. We cook with the Knights of Columbus Hall. Any event in Needville, you will see me there. I try to get on the east side as much as I can. I love Sugar Land. I love Missouri City. I love my friends here that have moved in here, and we hope you love living out here in this new area.
And I can say, personally, that you have saved me money on my car insurance already. And I know that there are a lot of folks out there, when you have teenage drivers, one or more of them in your family, especially, you know how risk management is. You got a teenage boy in your family. I know those insurance premiums can get high. What can you do to bring them down and bring down everyone's cost of living?
Well, we do the insurance shopping for you. We'll shop that insurance with several carriers that we deal with, and we make insurance easy for you. I know it's complicated. We know it's hard. A lot of words are frustrating to understand, but we make it where it's not difficult. We take all the frustration out of insurance.
Well, there are things that people have a lot of choices. I know that sometimes there are these big national companies, and if you're watching TV, you'll see their commercials all the time. What is the advantage of coming to someone like you who has roots down right here in Fort Bend County for a long time?
Well, the book of business I personally sell for has been around since 1903. After the 1900 hurricane, it really not only devastated Galveston with over 6,000 people killed, it decimated Fort Bend County. That's why if you drive around the county, you don't see many buildings built before the Great Depression. There's not a whole lot left. With all the hurricanes we've had, it seems like one every 6 to 7 years, there's nothing much left. I am on the Fort Bend Historical Society, and we try to identify these buildings, and there's not too many left. A few in Richmond, Rosenberg, but not much. After that 1900 storm, back then there was no GoFundMe on Facebook like it is now.
There wasn't?
No. So what happened there is people got together and they helped their friends and families. They donated money. They helped them rebuild their barns, rebuild their homes. After that storm, a lot of the Czech immigrants came together and also the German immigrants and started an insurance company. I personally deal with RVUS out of Temple, Texas. And they started, it's like a farmer's co-op or co-op insurance. When you buy insurance from RVUS, you're a member of this, you're like a co-op, you're part owner of the insurance company. And we take our premiums, bring it together, and we try to keep our premiums down by being selectful on who we insure. Also, we talk about the 1900 storm, the 1913 flood. Remember, we had 61 inches of rain in 1913. The Colorado, the San Bernard, and the Brazos River floodwaters all came together below what would be present-day I-10. Kind of comparison, the bad storm we had in April of 2016 was only 49 inches, and you see how much water was on that one. We just had a freeze this summer. Wow, it was a few days, no power, no electricity. Well, that's nothing compared to 1951 freeze. For 5 days straight, it never got above 28 degrees. And plus, you had 2 inches of rain that made everything slick. There was mass livestock deaths. When we do these Fort Bend historical interviews, everybody remembers the 1951 freeze. And Carla in 1965, they remember that hurricane. It's the two big events that these people remember. Alvin, 1979, if everybody remembers the record, 43 inches of rain within a 24-hour period. Who's to say that couldn't happen here again anywhere in Fort Bend County? Previous to that, Sweeney, Texas, just down the road from us too, or just down the road from Alvin, had 39 inches in one day. So no matter how high you are, you're going to get flood with that many inches of rain. So be prepared. Buy flood insurance. Get your fire insurance. Come to an expert that knows Fort Bend County and knows the history of what's happened here. We think of climate change. We think all these new storms that came in, the Tax Day flood, the Memorial Day flood. It's been even worse before. Looking back in history, there's been several major hurricanes, rainstorm events. We haven't seen the worst in the last 10 years. There's a lot of things that happen here in Fort Bend County on the Gulf Coast of Texas here.
We're talking with Bradley Stavinoff of the Needville Insurance Agency, and we'll come back and, he knows a lot about history, he knows a lot about some other things, and we'll be back on Vype for...
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
Welcome back to halftime as we continue with Bradley Stavinoff of the Needville Insurance Agency. And he's a guy that can help you out because we're all trying to figure out how to make our bills get smaller, not bigger. So, Bradley, I know you've told us about where you're from, Needville, out here in the very nice rural part of Fort Bend County. But what if people say that they're from an urban neighborhood or suburban? Why should they go to the guy whose office is out in the country in Needville?
We know everybody's busy. We come to you. We can do everything through email, Twitter, or text. We get everything simplified, make it simple for you to do business with us. We don't make you come into our office. We can send the papers out for you to e-sign. We can do everything over the phone. Easy, easy, easy. That's the key. We want you to trust us, to be your trusted agent, and we want to take care of you and make everything simple and easy for you because we know how busy you are.
And speaking of busy, think about what it takes when you're a parent, and you know all about this, when you want your kids to get the most out of their athletic career because they love the game that they play. And your daughters played volleyball for Needville. They played at the state championship level, and that's not cheap. So anything that people can do to save that money so that if they need to travel quite a bit for volleyball or whatever sport it might be, your company and the savings that you provide make that possible.
Oh, of course, we know y'all are involved in club teams, AAU, and you're traveling. You're going to tournaments everywhere. You're going to softball tournaments. You're going to volleyball tournaments. We know how busy you can be. We just want to make things easy, get you that quote out quickly. And once you do call us, we'll usually have that quote out within an hour to you. We don't mess around. We get the work done over here.
Well, I got to know you because of Needville back in 2018. Your Blue Jay ladies went to the state championship final against Decatur. Didn't come home with the trophy that year, but Needville has had some glorious years when they were number one.
Yes, and the 5 championship titles, there has been a Stavinoff on every team of those 5 different championship teams. My oldest daughter won the state title in 2017. They came back the next year in 2018 and got runner-up in a heartbreaking loss. We still feel the pain on that one, but the girls got their rings. They're off, both of them at Texas A&M now, enjoying life. They still play volleyball. They still love the game. I went to the apartment here a couple weekends ago. We played sand volleyball there at the apartment, kicked everybody's butt over there with my two, what would you call it when they're, I got the inside scoop on. We should have been betting money on the games.
By the way, since the UIL won't let us do these ball games, if we say anything about gambling, we just got to strike that from the record, okay? But he said it, UIL. I did not. And so, also want to point out that the first time I ever saw Needville play volleyball was also the first time I ever saw Fulshire play volleyball. It was one of the greatest 2-year rivalries in the history of high school sports. But now that Fulshire has moved up in classification and Needville's still in Class 4A, you could both win a state championship in the same year and maybe even be happy for each other, right?
I doubt we'd ever be happy for each other. That was a strong rivalry games. It got pretty loud in both gyms. And some heated tempers there, but I enjoyed those years, and man, I miss going to games. I still go to the games. My sister's the head coach at Needville, and I enjoy watching volleyball and high school football. I have a love. When I played in Needville, went to the state semifinals, played at Kyle Field, and that's something I'll never forget. High school sports are just something that brings teams together, and just the greatest things in high school to me. So you learn so much. Leadership, how to work as a team. There's so many attributes you learn through playing high school sports.
We love it. We never get tired of it. That's why we do what we do at VypeFortBend.com. And I tell you what, like they said in the musical 7 Brides for 7 Brothers, next to loving, I like fighting. So that's why you talk about those rivalries, and when teams don't like each other, it's so much more interesting to watch them play when they do that. So Bradley Stavinoff, thanks for being with us, and thanks so much for your great support this year.
All right, thank you for having me today out here. Go Blue Jays.
And give your web address and your phone number one more time, the Needville Insurance Agency.
Easy web address, needvilleinsurance.com. Phone number 979-793-7411.
All right, we'll be back with more of the halftime. This is VypeFortBend.com.
Hi, this is Mariela
and Melina coming to you from Nick's Italian Restaurant, where you can come and try one of our house specialties, the Nick's Shrimp, or one of our chicken pistachios. Not in the mood for food, you can also try one of our savory desserts like our homemade tiramisu or cannoli.
We're located on FM 1464, just north of Austin High School.
Can't dine in? You can call ahead at 346-401-1546 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Or you can hit us on one of the major delivery platforms, Uber, Grubhub, or DoorDash.
We look forward to seeing you here at Nick's Italian Restaurant, where our family gets bigger every time you stop by.
Welcome to halftime, VypeFortBend.com. Another exciting high school game and another exciting halftime, because we have here as a special guest one of the roving reporters on High School Scoreboard Live, Erin Hardigan of Bally Sports Southwest. Welcome in.
First of all, thank you for getting our new name correct. No, it's great to be with you, first and foremost, and I would like to think I am also your favorite Erin Hardigan, as there are obviously...
You're the only Erin Hardigan in my life. But I realize there are 2 out there in TV land, and you're one of them.
Yeah, long story short, for those listening here, my Twitter handle is I'm Erin Hardigan, and that is only because the other Erin Hardigan, who also happens to be in the communications field, stole my name and then essentially the Erin Hardigan Twitter handle. She gets to write about food and drink for a living with the Food Network, which I'm extremely jealous of. So if the other Erin Hardigan is listening, I would love to trade places for a day. You come cover sports, you can hang with him on the sidelines. I will go write about food and drink.
All right. Well, that sounds good. And then you get as all you can eat and drink, and that would be fun for you. But I'm glad you're assigned where you are. First of all, let's talk about the different reporters. I know that sometimes on those high demand weeks where there are lots of high school football games and you need reporters for High School Scoreboard Live, you might even bring in some extras. But the regulars who are there all the time are yourself, Katie Engelson, Paige Schnorbach, Sarah Merrifield, who has already been one of our halftime guests. Have I missed anybody?
Austin Ivan is another rising star for us out in the field, as well as Lauren Blackwell. And so we have a slate of stars. Did we forget Greg Tepper? I think I forgot Greg Tepper, and I didn't mean to do that on purpose, but it's probably best because he's like become this mega star on Football Friday. We have to keep his head small. So
yes, well, I think of Tepper as the guy, he's the information guy. He's kind of the library of Dave Campbell's Texas football is in his head.
Is he Craig Way's young grasshopper? Is that Craig Way's the Miyagi and he's kind of the young grasshopper? Is that how it works?
I think it's Craig Way is the Padawan.
There you go. There you go. No, I have spent enough hours on air next to Greg Tepper that I believe in the state of Texas we are legally common law married. No, I mean, we're going on 8 years now that we've been doing this show together. And, you know, people ask us all the time, I guess, like what it means to be able to do that show. And I will in turn ask you the question, how big is Texas high school football? Here's how big it is. We devote 6 hours of continuous statewide coverage each and every Friday night in the fall. So for 16 weeks, we devote 6 hours every Friday. What other state does that? We cover the passion, the pageantry. It's a different level here in the state. It's almost a religion. And for me, it's such a privilege to get to be part of that.
We're talking with Erin Hardigan of High School Scoreboard Live. And when I say High School Scoreboard Live, I'm not just referring to the 2-hour show. I'm talking about the 6 hours that you just mentioned.
Yes.
Well, the way I would describe it is someone who's been around as long as I have, as long as your ace videographer, Mike Alexander, my former college roommate. It's the kind of program that we would have dreamed about, that we never knew high school football could get that kind of coverage, and that you would have that much fun just sitting there in your living room watching all those highlights, all that post-game reaction, all that perspective.
Well, and I think what makes it so cool is it's so significant. What we do is it resonates with so many across the state, and the communities. Okay, because here's the thing. Yeah, we cover the game. We cover the X's and the O's and the highlights, but ultimately it's the stories, it's the people, it's the communities, it's the traditions, and that is why Texas Football Days has become an annual tradition for us. It's a big kickoff, week-long kickoff every season. We're going on our 5th straight year now, which is crazy to think about. But Texas Football Days is a celebration of everything that goes into Friday night in general. I mean, you think about it, the band plays just as much a part of those games as the fans in the stands, as the mascot that's getting them going. Even just you see everything shutting down because it's such an event. And I don't know, there's just something so unique about it. And I tell everyone out there, if you have yet to experience a Texas high school football game, please do so. It will change you, right? You've been covering it long enough. We've lived in other states. We've covered preps football in other states. This is an experience that I highly recommend to anyone.
All right, we're talking with Erin Hardigan. I was trying to think of a really good tease to make you stay and come back after we take this commercial break. I don't think I have to. It's just going to be more stuff, only better, when we can turn you.
Next.
What'd you say?
The cool Erin Hardigan, next.
Is there another kind? We'll be back on VypeFortBend.com.
You are the master of the multitask. And we mean everything. We take care of you, so you can take care of business. Office Depot Office Max.
Taking care of business.
We are back with more of our visit with Erin Hardigan of Bally Sports Southwest, not Fox Sports Southwest. And she's one of the reporters on High School Scoreboard Live, a show like no other. Wow, I can tell you that when I'm working a game at halftime, I go to my High School Scoreboard Live app and get scores. So after we hear the interview of the special guest, in this case you, after that interview is over, then it really helps us gather up scores when we're working, especially when it's just me working by myself. Because we're never more than a crew of 2. But you can't relate to that. You work with, 2,002 people on the show.
And we need that many to keep track of scores statewide at 6A to 6-man. I mean, we cover it all, UIL at least. And I will tell you, earlier, I talked about just how different high school football is in Texas as compared to other states. Well, I know that firsthand because I didn't grow up here. I grew up in Omaha, Nebraska. Obviously, Nebraska football is very big up there. But ultimately, everyone asked me like, well, how the heck did you get to Texas? A softball scholarship, played all sports growing up. Softball scholarship brought me to West Texas A&M. Coincidentally, the conference that won Roger Smith was in many years ago.
The Lone Star Conference.
Yes, the LSC, and I'm Buffs up. I'm on the WT side. Obviously, you're from Abilene Christian, who was there when we played. Fantastic program, by the way. And so anyway, that I kind of joke that it's kind of, what's the saying? I got here as quick as I could. I'm not from here, but I got here as quick as I could, and I just fell in love with it. There's something about the Southern hospitality, I think, that got me. So thankful I'm here, and I loved it so much that I ultimately ended up moving to Dallas and began covering high school football and college football recruiting for Scout.com. That's kind of like where I started, and so I traveled across the state, games covering the recruits, the prospects, the stars, right? But along the way, I realized that other states like Florida and California and Ohio, they have great football. Because it's star driven, it's star studded. In Texas, you have great programs, and I'm talking like these kids are groomed from young ages for these programs. I mean, it's community, it's great teams, and you may not even have you may not have 5 stars and 4 stars and whatnot, but you have great coaching that can make it a well-oiled machine. And that's what I loved about Texas high school football. And so I was lucky enough to get the opportunity to get to be a guest on various shows at Fox Sports Southwest with Rick Renner and Neil Beasley. Oh my gosh, a number of people. And I don't know, I guess I was told I had the gift of gab, and they're like, hey, why don't we stick you in front of a camera on Friday nights along Rick, and you guys can talk football for 6 hours. And I'm like, where do I sign?
Well, the beauty of it is there's a market for it. There are people more than happy to pay you to do that.
And it's like, I mean, it's a dream. It's like, what? Like, how did it's just, and again, I'm entering my 9th season doing this. And it's just, I don't know. Being here, I went to coaching school earlier, this summer,
in July.
Back in July in San Antonio, I went to coaching school, and it was
That's
then
where I met you, I think.
That is where that is. Back we met there, and you and I had a discussion about how that was an experience I had in which I remember I realized how many connections I've made over the years in this great game. How many great coaches and and it's just, I don't know. I guess for me it's surreal. I still pinch myself. And I feel like that's when you're doing what you love, right?
Yeah. Now let me ask you this, Erin Hardigan. So many times, if you move to another place after you lived your youth somewhere else, so you come to Texas to play in Canyon at West Texas A&M, and you stay here. But before you got here, did you watch the television show Friday Night Lights, and did it kind of shape your perception of Texas and high school football?
Okay, I will just say this. Friday Night Lights makes much more sense after living here. I mean, I'm telling you, it was like something I really couldn't grasp, I guess, watching it from afar, not having experienced it. And I remember being, whether it's the movie or the show, both are great. I highly recommend the television series as well. But Tim Riggins kind of got the.
You like Tim? Is he good looking?
I'm a fan of Tim, and I feel like Tim. I feel like Tim changed. They never really gave him a good. He did. He had chances and he blew them. But I at the core, I feel like Riggs was a good guy. Anyway.
He really did. When push came to shove, he often did the right thing.
Yes.
But it was kind of eclipsed by how often he succumbed to temptation.
Another fan of that. You have a better way of explaining these shows than I do, my friend. Love it. So again, I'm sitting there. I'm a kid in Omaha, Nebraska, and it's like life wasn't like that. Like football, at least where I was from, I was like, is it like? I'm like, it's like it's literally their life revolves. And I'm like, I don't know. I guess it was hard for me to grasp. And then once I experienced it, you're just like. I don't know. Everyone, what's cool? This is what I'll say. Everyone in the community feels like they're a part of it. And you can't say that everywhere else. everyone in that community feels like they play a part in that program's success in some way, be it the lady making sandwiches for the bus ride, the cheerleaders making the signs the team's going to run through. I mean, you name it, the PA announcer. I mean, everyone takes such pride in what goes into those Friday nights, and I don't know, I'm just, I love it.
And unlike jobs, which you can switch, you can change jobs. But if you grow up in a town and whether you played or not, if you were invested, as you just described, you'll never be anything else. You will always be from Ennis, and you'll be a Lion. That's it. That's the way it always is.
And yeah, I mean, there's like, there's that pride and that loyalty, and the that's what makes the rivalries so great too. But it's one big family, Texas high school football, and you find that
some members of the family don't speak to each other, but go on.
And others are a bit more dysfunctional, like myself. But you know what? We're accepted, and we're all there. And you need some of those. You need those quirks in the family to keep it entertaining and interesting. And we have plenty of that here in the state of Texas. And I'm curious. I'm such an interviewer that I want to flip this on you, and I want to start like asking you about how you got into it, or what to you makes it so special.
Okay, I can answer that. You know how you never remember not knowing the English language. From the time you started remembering things, you knew the English language. Well, I don't ever remember a time where I didn't know what I was supposed to be invested in. As a little bitty child, you go into that stadium, we're wearing these colors, that's the team we love, and we want them to win real bad. And I've never not understood that concept. And then I can sometimes go to a game as a neutral observer. I don't really know either team. I might not have been to either one of those Texas towns. If it's a high-stakes game where somebody's crying at the end and someone's wildly celebrating, I can watch it and tears come into my eyes. That's how much I love seeing high school sports. And it's not just football, but football is probably the one that brings the strongest emotions up.
Yeah, and it's, I will say this, we've been there, and I say we, our country, just, life has been very challenging this past year in a number of different ways. I find that football, and I'll never call it an escape or necessarily even an outlet, because it's like, we're not trying to avoid maybe some things we're going through, but it's a respite sometimes. And I think I'll use an example. 2017, Hurricane Harvey. We have our first ever Texas Football Days week-long celebration, and we're in Idalou, and it's shallow water in Idalou, and we're wanting to celebrate the start of Texas high school football season when half the state isn't playing because they're underwater or they're repairing communities. And I'll never forget, I witnessed the banding of an entire state the size of Texas. The entire state, coaches reaching out to coaches, maybe they'd never met, but they're like, you know what? You're part of Texas, so you're part of me, you're part of our family, we're gonna take care of one another. And I was like, you know what? This is what we wanna highlight, right?
First Tire and Automotive has been putting your health and your car safety first for over 20 years. First Tire and Automotive stands for family, integrity, reliability, service, and trust. That's why Fort Bend families know. Take your vehicle to First Tire and Automotive first and forever. Check out the website for service and savings at firsttireandauto.com. Make your appointment today. With 4 great locations, Eldridge, First Colony, Greatwood, and now in Cinco Ranch, there's one around the corner from you. All 4 stores now open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
Okay, welcome back, everybody. That was a great interview, wasn't it? It was so good, it went into overtime, and we're playing football in the third quarter. Disckinson with the first possession. And it's their sophomore quarterback, John Solomon, carrying it off the left tackle. They've already made a first down on this drive, and they're in Ridgepoint territory. They are at the 41-yard line of the Panthers, leading 14-13. And so I guess those halftime interviews are pretty good. Time to take a break.
Absolutely.
And we were working really, really hard in the first half. We needed to take a break.
Yeah. Looked like Disckinson picking up right where they left off at, too.
So now I guess there's a little question in my mind here, Bryant. Will John Solomon, the quarterback, be able to get the ball into the hands of his great tight end, Donovan Green? Because they have emphasized the run, and he ran again right there. 4 yards straight up the middle, takes it to the Ridgepoint 37-yard line. It's 2nd down and 6.
Man, it doesn't look like it, you know. They're sticking with what's working, which is the run game. It's unfortunate for that great tight end, but let's see what happens.
And there is an option to the right and a flip back to Reggie Sanders, who gets outside the numbers and carries right to where he needed a first down. I think they got it. I think the officials are going to wave the chain gang down the field.
And they're going back to this fast-paced offense as they were doing in the beginning of the first half.
Yep, they did. They get a first down at the 31.
Okay, no, never mind.
I think if it had been a 3rd and short situation, they were just going to run up there and sneak it.
Yeah.
But then once they knew they had a first down, they took their time.
But they come out
the huddle now. There goes John Solomon, and he carries it inside the 25 to the 24. And there was the very talented Taylor Davis making the tackle, the punting specialist for the Panthers. He does so much for him on defense. And Solomon throws in the flat. Easy pitch and catch down to the 13-yard line for a first down. He finds Marquise Johnson, who got belted by guess who? Taylor Davis, but not hard enough to jar the ball loose. They mark it at the 13.
Here they go.
It's Disckinson 1st and 10, and there goes Solomon hitting the backfield, bounces off, and leans forward and gets down to the 7-yard line, ridden down from behind.
Look like he's
hold on a second. Go ahead. Check out this penalty. I want to make sure I get the right name on the tackle.
It looked like Solomon was hurt for a second, but now it's another player. I can't.
Yeah, it's somebody who was a little bit farther downfield. It's Leighton Paul.
Yeah.
And there is a flag on the play, but more important, they've got to attend to Leighton Paul. And I'm sorry, I missed that Ridgepoint tackler on the last play. I apologize for that. It might have been Zarek Earls. No, I don't think so. Maybe Austin Gunter.
Yeah, I missed it too, Roger.
I'm sorry about that. To whomever made that tackle, to him, to his family, to his girlfriend, to his best friend, to his teachers, everybody who's in his support group. All right, we'll take a break and be back. 14-13 Disckinson, but they are in the red zone in the 3rd quarter with 8:48 to go.
Every day, someone comes up to me and says, Amy, how amazing is Xfinity Internet? And I always say, guys, I could go on and on about how it gives you more than just fast speeds for all your work, school, and everything from home needs, but I have places to be. I'd also mention you can save up to $400 a year on wireless when you add Xfinity Mobile and get nationwide 5G at no extra cost. But I gotta run. I have a thing. Really, it happens all the time. Can your internet do that?
Get started with Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, save up to $400 a year on wireless over AT&T when you add Xfinity Mobile. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay. Ends 10/18/21.
Sorry, we'll complete that commercial later. We're back to live action, and there's a big run inside the 4 or 5 yard line to the 3. And again, it is John Solomon, the beefy, quick quarterback. And that's going to set up, I believe, a 1st and goal.
Fast pace again.
They sneak it. They get the first down if the play stands, because penalty flags come in from the side. It might mean that Ridgepoint was offside, and that might be the reason that Walker Aycock got in there and gave Solomon a bear hug as he was bringing him down.
Were they set?
You know, that could be it too, Bryant. In fact, they backed him up, so it was...
Yeah, they're going a little bit too fast, that play.
Kind of an antiquated phrase, illegal procedure. You don't hear that too often. but that's what they call it. And there you go. So this kind of forces Disckinson to perhaps open up the playbook a little bit wider. The ball's at the 7-yard line. It's 1st and goal from right there. And now they're going to take their time a little bit, huddle up. Solomon shares the play call with his teammates.
I'm sticking
and
with what's
he
working.
is under center, no spread. And it's a stretch play. Reggie Sanders off the right side, hardly touched into the end zone. Beautifully blocked by the Disckinson offensive line. Credit to Josiah Mason, who's kind of a road grader out there. And he took his man out of the play, and into the end zone went Reggie Sanders. So it's 20-13, and Disckinson will try to make it an 8-point game on the extra point attempt by Chance Gage.
Yeah, on that last play, Roger, that hole opened up like the Red Sea. It just opened right up. Easy touchdown.
Gage, very dependable. His extra point is good. We have a new score. It's 21-13. We'll be back on VypeFortBend.com.
Every day, someone comes up to me and says, Amy, how amazing is Xfinity Internet? And I always say, guys, I could go on and on about how it gives you more than just fast speeds for all your work, school, and everything from home needs, but I have places to be. I'd also mention you can save up to $400 a year on wireless when you add Xfinity Mobile and get nationwide 5G at no extra cost. But I gotta run. I have a thing. Really, it happens all the time. Can your internet do that?
Get started with Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, save up to $400 a year on wireless over AT&T when you add Xfinity Mobile. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay. Ends 10/18/21. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Savings based on optimized pricing. Xfinity Internet required.
Hi, this is Mariela
and Melina coming to you from Nick's Italian Restaurant, where you can come and try one of our house specialties, the Nick's Shrimp, or one of our chicken pistachios. Not in the mood for food, you can also try one of our savory desserts like our homemade tiramisu or cannoli.
We're located on FM 1464, just north of Austin High School.
Can't dine in? You can call ahead at 346-401-1546 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Or you can hit us on one of the major delivery platforms, Uber, Grubhub, or DoorDash.
We look forward to seeing you here at Nick's Italian Restaurant, where our family gets bigger every time you stop by.
Point does.
Ridge Point returning the kickoff, and it's a pretty good effort. And guess what? Here it is. It's Davis again, gets it into Disckinson territory, out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Taylor Davis, what a versatile player, great athlete. And so Ridge Point down by 8 points for the first time this evening.
Yeah, Taylor put him in great field position. Let's hope. Let's see if Emmanuel can capitalize off of this field position. I think he will. I have a gut feeling that he will capitalize off of this field position. Let's see.
Well, they're taking their time to get the right football in from the Ridge Point sideline, the one that B.J. Emmanuel likes to throw. It's at the 42, and here we go. Looks right, looks left, sends a man in motion. That's Charlo. Hands it off over the right side. Jolly, a play that's pretty well blocked, and he takes it down to the 36-yard line. That's a pickup of 6, 2nd down and 4. Little submarine tackle on that play by Disckinson's Christian Mukabana. Emmanuel surveying the defense, facing a 3-man front. Might be changing the play. 2nd down and 4, gives it off to Jolly, and Jolly meets resistance, but he pushes forward, showing some strength, and he just picks up 2. I think they shorted him maybe a yard on the spot of the ball. I thought it should be 3rd and 1, but instead it's 3rd and 2. And they bring in Preston Cooper, one of the tight ends.
Oh, Roger, it looks 3rd and 1 to me.
Yeah, now they move the stick. Oh, they originally The official put his foot down at the 34, but now they have it right.
Okay,
the ball is at the 33. There is Jolly off left guard, gets it to the 30, pick up a 3, moves the sticks. That's a first down. Think of First Tire and Automotive for all your car care needs. Check them out at firsttireandauto.com. The offensive line for Ridgepoint. The tackles are Calvin Harvey and Peyton Farmer. Ronald Morrison and Evan Sharp are the guards, and the center is Jack Rame. Ezel Jolly, the feature back. The quarterback, of course, is Bert Emanuel Jr. Get you the other members of the offense in a moment. The receiving core up the middle. Jolly, huge hole, 6 yards on first down, and that'll make it 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line. He was wrestled down. Another play where Christian Mukabana came up from his safety position. So those other players on the Ridgepoint offense, receivers Wilson Batiste, Kieran Charlo, Stefan Pisapia, and Marvin Session, and sometimes the tight end, Ryan Phillips. On 2nd and 4, they feed Jolly again. Hit, spins, moves forward, first down again, picked up 5 to the 19. And at the bottom of the stack for Disckinson, it was LaRon Nelson making the tackle, but that moves the sticks again. Think of First Tire and Automotive for all your car care needs. Check them out at firsttireandauto.com as it's a first down in the red zone for the Panthers, trailing 21-13.
And both offenses come out very efficient, moving the chain with ease, I guess you could say.
Fake to Jolly. Emmanuel keeps it, runs left, gets outside the numbers, still going and ridden down from behind after he picks up 7 yards. And that was the spy who tackled me. That was Nick Peace who ran him down, sophomore defensive back. Give Peace a chance, and he makes it into the starting lineup.
Yeah.
See what I did there? Give Peace a chance.
Yeah.
All right, you know, I kind of shorted Emmanuel on that run. It was 8 yards, not 7. So it's 2nd down and 2. Ridgepoint getting big gains on first down. Now there's a fake handoff. Emmanuel looks over the middle, backs up, throws, and got a touchdown! Touchdown in the left corner of the end zone. Wilson Batiste goes up and makes the catch. That's a Ridgepoint touchdown.
What an efficient drive. And I was thinking that they'll go for 2, but they're not. They're going to kick the field goal and just get the extra point.
By the way, that is our Archer Volkswagen touchdown drive. And it took 4 minutes and 7 seconds. It covered 42 yards, and it was Batiste catching the touchdown pass from Emmanuel. And something's going on here, Bryant. I think Ridgepoint is needed to call a timeout, or actually there's an injured Disckinson player beyond the sideline, and they are helping him get away from the playing area. That's what the delay was. He looks like he's okay, but he's kind of, it might be a cramp thing because, you know, he's definitely stretching out the back of his legs.
Yeah. Nothing major. We can at least say that.
Austin Bowen, high snap, fire, rolling to the right. It is for Ridgepoint. A 2-point play, and the game is tied.
Oh.
They didn't mean for that to happen, but Carson Gordon, the holder, he had to go up high for the snap. It was too late to put the ball down, so he rolled to his right. He looked for someone to throw to, couldn't find anyone, and then he split a couple of tacklers into the end zone. He goes for a 2-point conversion.
Wow.
And we are tied at 21. Carson with a K, Gordon.
And I was thinking they were going to go for the 2-point conversion, and it ended up happening that way, but by accident.
And Carson Gordon, after that kind of play, he's not Commissioner Gordon, he's Batman. I don't know how he did that. All right, we'll be back. This is VypeFortBend.com.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
First Tire and Automotive has been putting your health and your car safety first for over 20 years. First Tire and Automotive stands for family, integrity, reliability, service, and trust. That's why Fort Bend families know take your vehicle to First Tire and Automotive first and forever. Check out the website for service and savings at firsttireandauto.com. Make your appointment today. With 4 great locations, Eldridge, First Colony, Greatwood, and now in Cinco Ranch, there's one around the corner from you. All 4 stores now open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
Austin Bowen to kick off for Ridgepoint. Tees it up in the middle of the field. Ridgepoint in this third quarter is moving from left to right. They just scored and got a, didn't really mean to, 2-point conversion to tie it up at 21. Lob wedge. It is kicked short, and here comes DeRyan Crooms trying to find some space between the near sideline and the numbers, and he gets a face full of number 17, Caleb Benson of Ridgepoint. I mean, that is a textbook tackle. That was, don't get the wrong idea, but giving him a big kiss and just driving him into the turf. He had leverage, and he went right through the ball carrier. Absolutely. Beautiful tackle by Caleb Benson. You ever watch that old show with Robert Guillaume called Benson?
Oh, you know what, Rod? I think that was a mistake. I think that was 37 who made that tackle.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay, well, if it is, I apologize to Justin Brown. Justin Brown, if you made that tackle, it was a thing of beauty. Okay, first down, Solomon. Quick toss to Reggie Sanders. Gets beyond the pursuit, runs into his own man, and goes down at the 31. It's a pickup of 3. Now, I see some real leadership out there from Taylor Davis of Ridgepoint. He's very upset, I think, with a teammate who maybe didn't contain properly or something, because if Reggie Sanders had not run into his blocker, that could have been a huge play.
Yeah, absolutely. I was thinking maybe some excitement. I don't know.
Maybe so. But it's a 3-yard gain. Second down and 7. Solomon, quick pass to the sideline, got his man, got a catch, got a first down, gets it to Marquise Johnson, and that is a first down. Think of First Tire and Automotive for all your car care needs. Check them out at firsttireandauto.com. Disckinson playing fast. There goes Solomon around the right edge. Hurdles a man, gets into the secondary, and he picks up a quick 13 and another first down. Riding him down from behind by Ridgepoint, Cameron Shelton.
Got an injury, Roger.
Uh-oh. And it is one of the Disckinson Gators. And we will step aside. 3:55 to go in the third. Ridgepoint and Disckinson all tied up at 21.
Every day, someone comes up to me and says, Amy, how amazing is Xfinity Internet? And I always say, guys, I could go on and on about how it gives you more than just fast speeds for all your work, school, and everything from home needs, but I have places to be. I'd also mention you can save up to $400 a year on wireless when you add Xfinity Mobile and get nationwide 5G at no extra cost. But I gotta run. I have a thing. Really, it happens all the time. Can your internet do that?
Get started with Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, save up to $400 a year on wireless over AT&T when you add Xfinity Mobile. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay. Ends 10/18/21. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Savings based on optimized pricing. Xfinity Internet required.
We are back. 1st and 10 for Disckinson. They're on a pretty good march here. They don't look like they took too kindly to losing their 8-point lead. We're tied at 21, under 4 minutes to go in the third. And back into the game is Luke Martin. And he throws it near far sideline. There's Reggie Sanders wide open. tackled immediately after a pickup of 13, but that moves the sticks. And for Ridgepoint, if Ryan Ramey, the corner, hadn't been over there, I think that it's possible Reggie Sanders might have taken that one to the house.
Yeah, I think so too.
1st and 10 from the 36. And there goes Martin. Tries to turn it up, but can't get through. He's first hit by Clayton Cherry. And then finishing it off for Ridgepoint was James Wally.
Oh, the injured guy on that last play was Solomon. That's why he's out right now.
Okay.
I see him over there on the bench.
All right. We'll see how Luke Martin responds. You know, psychologically, he is a senior. He did get pulled from the game. Somebody jumped for Ridgepoint. Quick pass near the sideline, and the ball falls incomplete. And Marquise Johnson is asking for an interference call.
He got it.
He got it?
Yeah, he sure
I guess it was thrown by the official who was farther away. There were 3 officials, and the one that was farthest away threw that flag, and Coach LaFavors is stepping out there. He wants to hear the conversation, but it's not going to change anything for him. He's thinking his guy should have been called for interference.
Oh, they're calling it.
Oh, now they've changed it. I guess he did get his way. Good job, Coach LaFavors. I underestimated his ability to, just by his mere presence, maybe staring them down, got them to say, sure, it was not catchable. Here we go.
The pass was ruled uncatchable, so there is no penalty for defensive pass interference.
And obviously the Ridgepoint fans love that call.
But it still is offsides, so they get to move up 5 yards.
Yeah, offsetting penalty.
Was it offsetting?
Yeah, it's. You're right. It is offsides, so it'll be 2nd down and 5. So it's kind of like the pass interference didn't happen because it wasn't catchable.
Right.
But the offsides that you referred to, that's what they enforce. Exactly. And here we go. It's 2nd and 5, and a give to Sanders up the middle on a delay. That play was kind of slow developing, but Sanders used the strength in his legs to push forward. And he picks up 4 yards to bring up a 3rd and 1. Disckinson playing fast. They're right up on the line. Give to Sanders up the middle, breaking tackles inside the 20. And that is yet another 1st down. On the tackle for Ridgepoint was Cortez Nichols. That's a 1st down. Think of First Tire and Automotive for all your car care needs. Check them out at firsttireandauto.com. Disckinson playing fast again. There goes Sanders, but cannot get to the line of scrimmage this time. Oh, what a great play and great quickness by James Eaglin. It's not that often you see someone that big who can kind of run a scat back down from behind as he's trying to move along the line of scrimmage and find a place to turn it up.
Yeah, absolutely. And a rare short game by Sanders as well, too.
2nd down and 10. Luke Martin takes the snap, fakes to Sanders, throws far corner, and it is caught for a touchdown by Donovan Green. And you said flag. You're right, there's a flag, but I think it's going to be against Ridgepoint. It'll be declined, and the cheese rises to the top as Donovan Green, the stud all-world tight end, makes a catch for a touchdown, and it comes from 20 yards out.
And that was a beautiful throw by Luke. I think that pass kind of redeemed maybe his turnover from earlier in the game.
Yeah, if he did kind of maybe lose his confidence possibly, that'll help get it back.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that makes it 27-21. And I would presume Disckinson is going to kick the extra point, but they haven't sent the place kicking team out there yet.
I think they're waiting to hear the call.
Okay, yeah, it was holding, and so clearly it's declined by the Panthers, and they find themselves on the short end of the score again. 1:46 to go in the 3rd. And on comes Mr. Reliable, Chance Gage.
Oh.
What happened?
I think it was offsides.
Maybe a false start. The Ridgepoint guys are acting like it was movement on the Disckinson side.
Let's see. It looked like Ridgepoint moved first, but I could be wrong. Let's see. Maybe encroachment? Yeah.
After the goal, repeat the PAT.
You know, because of football, I truly believe this, Bryant, people's vocabularies are better. How many Americans would know what encroachment means if not for changing what we used to call offsides?
Right.
So they now will place the ball at the 8-yard line for the extra point kick by Gage, who drills it right between the uprights. And our new score is 28-21. Disckinson on top of Ridge Point. We'll return on VypeFortBend.com.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stavanaugh with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a 4th generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's complicated. We make it easy for you. We have Spanish speakers here available for you. Call us at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. Once again, call us 979-793-7411.
You know, we have a few moments here before the kickoff, and during that commercial, you and I were talking about all the different words they have for penalties when the defense moves prior to the snap. There's offsides, there's encroachment, there's unabated to the quarterback.
Yeah.
There's so many different things that they call it now, and I don't know that there's really, I mean, what's the difference between one and the other?
Yeah. And like I was telling you before, during the break, I think encroachment is when the defensive player moves, forcing the offensive player to move, causing the encroachment offsides when they're lining offsides.
Short kickoff. Taken by Marvin Session, moving from the right side of the field to the left, but oh yeah, what a tackle. It was Diego Sanchez who hit him low and kind of sent him head over heels, and he's down at the 31-yard line. Not bad field position, but I'll bet Marvin Session, well, he thought he was going to be able to break it for something bigger.
Yeah, if he would have missed that tackle, I think he would have had a nice gain. Let's see what Burt got in store this drive.
Wouldn't it be great if Burt Emanuel had a really good receiver that he threw to called Ernie? It was the Burt and Ernie show.
Yeah, right.
All right, there's the snap to him. He fakes the handoff on the jet sweep and carries it forward over right guard for about 3. Second down and 7. The guy who flashed in front of him, Ashton Bethel Roman. You know, he's one of those guys that has an awesome future. Xfinity and Comcast is the future of awesome, and Ashton Bethel Roman has an awesome future himself. Just a sophomore. Maybe next time he goes by on that jet sweep, they'll put it in his belly and watch him go.
Yeah, maybe. Let's see.
On second down, Emmanuel wants to pass, rolls to his right, and throws short. That's Phillips in the flat, hurdles one man. That's Diego again, almost tackling him, but he had to wait for his teammate to come along. That was Nick Peace. He gave Peace a chance, and it was a tackle for a short gain, a pickup of 3. It's 3rd and 5.
You know, Diego didn't make that tackle, but I still like to give him credit for that tackle, for slowing down the player.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody has to jump straight up and hang in the air for almost a full second, that's going to give someone else time to get there and make the tackle.
Absolutely.
Clock ticking, 25 seconds left in the third. Emmanuel wants to throw on third down. Quick throw into the flat, got a first down.
Good catch and throw.
First catch by Gabriel Bro. You mad, bro? No, not at all, because Ridge Point gets a first down, moves the ball to the 47, and they'll restart the clock, but I think Ridge Point will get another playoff before the third quarter ends. The clock still has not begun moving. Now it does. There's the handoff up the middle to Jolly, who spins and moves ahead for 3. And I think that's going to do it for quarter number 3. It'll be 2nd and 7 right at midfield. When we resume, you're listening to VypeFortBend.com.
First Tire and Automotive has been putting your health and your car safety first for over 20 years. First Tire and Automotive stands for family, integrity, reliability, service, and trust. That's why Fort Bend families know take your vehicle to First Tire and Automotive first and forever. Check out the website for service and savings at firsttireandauto.com. Make your appointment today. With 4 great locations, Eldridge, First Colony, Greatwood, and now in Cinco Ranch, there is one around the corner from you. All 4 stores now open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
Fort Bend County High School Sports on VypeFortBend.com is brought to you tonight by Xfinity, the future of awesome. By Nick's Italian Restaurant on FM 1464 in Sugar Land, just north of Austin High School. At Nick's, their family gets bigger every time you stop by. By First Tire and Automotive, with 4 great locations in Fort Bend County, including Katy Cinco Ranch, and they're open Monday through Saturday. Visit FirstTireandAuto.com. By Archer Volkswagen, 10,400 Southwest Freeway, just inside the Sam Houston Tollway. And as it's been since Robert P. Archer founded it in 1956, Archer Volkswagen is still family owned and operated, and you'll feel like family when you're there. And by the Needville Insurance Agency. Bradley Stavanaugh and his team are your hometown trusted agents. They'll shop around to get you the best rate. They make insurance easy for you. Call Needville Insurance Agency at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. And by Office Depot, Southwest Freeway at Williams Trace in Sugar Land, helping us take care of business every day so we can bring you the action on VypeFortBend.com every week. We start the 4th quarter. 2nd down and 7. B.J. Emanuel fakes a handoff, runs right, and finds running tough. Only 2 yards, that's all he gets. He was tripped up by Jason McGaskey Caldwell. It's pretty kind of a mouthful there.
Yeah, I know.
Jason with a Y, McGaskey Caldwell. By the way, I went to San Antonio for the Texas Coaches Convention, Texas High School Coaches Association.
How was that?
It was awesome, awesome. I came back through Caldwell. I don't know where I was going with that. 3rd down and 5, and it's a draw play. There goes Jolly, gets around his man, outside the 40, and down to the 37-yard line. That's a 1st down for Ridge Point. Rodney Bimage tripped him up, sent him sprawling across the boundary, but not before he picked up the 1st down.
And as they're heading late into the game, this is a very important drive for Ridge Point. Let's see if they can punch it in. Methodical drive.
Marvin Session lined up way out to the right side. One on coverage on him out there. See if Emmanuel goes that way. He did glance that way, but instead it's a running play. Jolly right up the middle. Good blocking, but hold on. A flag comes in, thrown by the umpire, who positions himself behind the linebackers. That usually means someone was holding. And we'll hear what our referee has to say.
Holding on the offense, number 76.
All right, it was indeed holding, and it was Calvin Harvey, the guilty party. And I feel terrible about that because the offensive linemen, I mention their names when I say who's starting. He plays great all night long. He's one of the best in the greater Houston area. Then the only time I mention his name is when he gets caught, grabbing a handful of a defender's jersey. So now we're almost into the 2nd minute of this 4th quarter. Ridge Point trailing 28-21. Emmanuel claps his hands together. Late snap, but
that didn't look right.
Some offensive players moved before the snap got on its way to BJ. And now we see a couple of players come in for Ridge Point. One of them we've mentioned his name. Actually, both of them. Gabriel Bro and Ashton Bethel Roman. Okay, so a penalty for a false start on Ridge Point. Man, 1st and 25.
Woo. Can he climb himself out this hole?
Down by 7. They don't want to give the ball back to the Gators. Emmanuel drops back. It's a screen pass. This is going to be set up well. There goes Jolly across the 40, still going. Tripped up, and there's a flag in the wake of the play. I think they're going to call someone for Ridge Point for holding. Rodney Bimage made the tackle for the Gators, but I think they're going to accuse Wilson Batiste of a hold. Man, that wiped out a beautifully executed screen pass.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it would have put them close to the 37. It is number 10, that being Batiste. And the folks from Siena, from the hard scrabble streets of Siena, are very upset. And they're responding with the barnyard epithet, if you know what I mean.
Maybe you need to explain that.
No, I don't think I should. All right, so they restart the clock, and after that penalty, which was a spot foul, it's first down and 20. That's the good news, that it's first down. They got 20 yards to get, but, several plays on which to do it.
Yeah.
And Emmanuel drops back, stands strong, looks to the near sidelines, makes the catch, and that's Batiste. He's got it at the 38-yard line, and so now things are kind of manageable. It'll be second down and 12. And if you can get just part of it here on second and 12, well, I don't think you'd be bothered at all if you're Ridge Point by the third down situation. It may even be four down territory. BJ wants to throw again. Deep down the middle on the post. Caught. Touchdown! Gabriel Bro! Don't tase me, bro. Give me 6 points.
Oh, man. And a beautiful throw.
Oh, yeah. 38-yard strike from BJ Emmanuel to Gabriel Bro, and the Angels are rejoicing as Gabriel scores.
What an exciting game.
All right, so Bowen on to add the extra point, and if it's good, we are tied again. We were tied at 21, and man, this really is a good game. You got that right, bro. Good snap and hold. And Bowen's kick is good, and it bangs off the video board with 10:29 to go. It's 28-all. This is awesome. We'll be back.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stavanaugh with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a 4th generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's complicated. We make it easy for you. We have Spanish speakers here available for you. Call us at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. Once again, call us 979-793-7411.
Before Ridge Point kicks off, I wanted to point something out. I'm sure you watched in 2019, ESPN did a series of the first 150 years of college football.
I did.
I mean, every installment of that I just thought was so educational and made me love college football even more. It's kind of really amazing the way the game evolved. It used to be considered, kind of like you were a cretin, somebody who didn't have any decency. You were kind of looked down upon if you played college football.
Right.
There was another very important part of Andre Ware's role in the history of college football. In 1989, coming out of Disckinson for the University of Houston, he wins the Heisman, and he did it for a school that was on probation and was never on TV. And yet his offensive performances were just so incredible and off the chart that, he wins the Heisman, but he grew up loving the Texas Longhorns, and the Longhorns didn't go after him.
Yeah.
Great non-move Longhorns.
Right.
Bowen kicks it, and it's going to bounce once. And I believe that's Sanders between the numbers and the left hash marks, and he runs into a big, angry, I guess, what would you call a group of cats? A lair? of Panthers.
Yeah, I guess so.
And they just ride him down. There are a whole bunch of people in on the tackle, but one of them I know was Ryan Phillips. So anyway, they talked about the significance, and this is absolutely true, that Andre Ware, a black quarterback in college football, wins the Heisman when less than 2 decades before that, hardly anybody in the country would even let a black athlete play quarterback. They were pushed to another position. And there's a little bit more to this story, and the people from Disckinson who are listening will understand what I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
1st and 10. There goes Solomon. He's back in. So they've gone first Martin, then Solomon, back to Martin, now back to Solomon, and he carries forward for a 4-yard gain, 2nd down and 6. Okay, so they made a big deal out of the fact that Texas didn't recruit Andre Ware, and it is a big deal. However, about a decade before that, they did. Now here's a running play. It is Sanders trying to get out of the backfield, makes a couple of really nice moves and keeps going across the 35 to the 37. He'll be about a yard short of the 1st down. Walker Aycock in along on the tackle along with Cameron Shelton. And I want to finish this story, but Disckinson is playing fast. 3rd and 1. Solomon gives it to Sanders, runs into heavy traffic. I don't think he got to the stick.
He got it either.
Wow, that was a great tackle. Not exactly a total one-on-one, but James Wally wrapped him up and threw him back. And now it's 4th and 2. Will Disckinson go for it? They look like they're thinking about it, but now they bring out what may be the punting unit.
Is that Luke?
But I do notice that Luke Martin is lining up at punter, so they might snap it to Luke Martin, and he's obviously got an arm.
A back and forth game, I wouldn't be surprised.
Marvin Session back to return it. He's standing near his 30-yard line. We're at 8:52 to go, and the clock ticking down in this ball game. We're tied at 28. What a great ball game.
I think they've noticed Luke. They're playing it safe.
Okay.
They call timeout.
Well, here's the timeout, and all right, so the people at ESPN who overall, did such a great job of just shedding some light on many different events that changed the future of college football. They made a big deal out of the fact that Andre Ware came out of Disckinson, and Texas won the last school to win a national championship with a team that was all white. They kind of shamed the Longhorns for that, and, well, it is what it is. It's part of history.
Right.
But for the love of God, 10 years before Andre Ware won the Heisman for the University of Houston, Donnie Little of Disckinson was the starting quarterback for the Longhorns. And they did not mention that. That was a big omission right there, okay? Texas didn't integrate as fast as it should have.
Right,
okay?
Right.
That's true. No doubt about that. But Donnie Little was the starting quarterback. He, too, a proud alum of the Disckinson High School Gators. And he played really well for the Longhorns. They didn't win a national championship while he was under center, but he won a lot of great games. In fact, I remember seeing Donnie Little and the Longhorns beat the Houston Cougars in the Astrodome in 1979.
Oh, is that
okay.
a false start?
So there's your history lesson.
Yeah.
Martin does punt. There is no fake, but he does get a bad roll. The ball lands at the Ridgepoint 38, but it rolls to the Ridgepoint 43 and goes out of bounds there. And so Ridgepoint's in good shape here. 8:35 to go, tied at 28. They've got offensive momentum, but they don't need to get the ball down the field in a hurry. They can spin clock. They can check out how ready their running game is for the tough competition that they expect to face in November and December. And here we go.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go.
It's actually the 44-yard line where they start 1st and 10. Jolly going to the right, trying to turn it up, but he is blown up in the backfield. That is a 2-yard tackle for loss. Layden Roque, woo! He came up and he depleted him.
He sure did.
That's what happened to Jolly. His shoulder hit the field turf before his feet did.
Yeah, what a tackle. It's football.
Yeah. I like hits. I don't know about you.
I love them.
You can't legislate him out of the game. Don't you dare.
Oh.
Emmanuel throws as he rolls out to the left. He was trying to get it to Kieran Charlo. and it's out of his reach. So we have a 3rd down and a long 11 for the Ridgepoint Panthers. Such a promising situation to get the ball in a tie game. But if they don't convert this 3rd and long here, they're going to have to punt it back.
Yeah.
Trying to get a lot of speedy receivers out there. Stefan Pisapia is on the field, and he comes in to replace Carter Groen. So they have 4 pretty fast receivers. Emmanuel looking in both directions, now drops back, looks far sideline, throws late, and got it to his man, Marvin Session, for a 13-yard gain, just enough for a first down. That is a first down. Think of First Tire and Automotive for all your car care needs. Check them out at firsttireandauto.com.
I think Disckinson need to adjust on this trip side, because that same play that they scored on the last one right up the seam, they had it again.
And on that play, Emmanuel able to wait for his receiver to come open because he had such good protection. There goes Ezel Jolly up the middle, picks up 5. Good push forward by the offensive line of Ridgepoint. The tackle, Caleb Walker, by the Disckinson Gators, whose uniforms are just like the Buffalo Bills road uniforms, except for the helmets.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
And Ridgepoint with the purple pants and jerseys and the white helmets. And thanks to us being up so high here at Freedom Field, it's kind of hard to tell exactly what the decoration is on the side of the Ridgepoint helmet. Because of traffic and several other things, we weren't able to hang around on the field prior to the game like we often are.
Right.
Play clock at 4. Emmanuel takes the snap, gives it to Jolly. He's got room. He's across the 30, inside the 25, and rumbles down to the 21.
Maybe fatigue is kicking in for Disckinson.
Yeah, it does look like that defense is not reacting nearly as quickly as they once did. And, you know, that's kind of understandable with the big physical Ridgepoint offensive line. So well coached, very sound technique-wise. Looks like we're going to have 2 receivers on either side of the formation. Wilson Batiste and Kieran Charlo on one side. And over on the right side, you've got Pisapia. And that other one, I don't think it's Session, but it might be. Pisapia in motion. They fake it to him. Emmanuel keeps inside the 20, looking for a block, and tumbles down to the 13-yard line. Taking his feet out from under him, Cannon Anderson, and good sportsmanship there. You see BJ and Cannon Anderson kind of exchanging pats as they head back to the huddle. It's an 8-yard gain and 2nd down and 2 for the Panthers. Now we're more than halfway through this 4th quarter. Clock ticking at 5:40 to go. We're tied at 28. You're listening to VypeFortBend.com. We'll have more football for you tomorrow night. Hightower hosting the Westfield Mustangs. And on Saturday night, it'll be Bryant and Patrick Kinnick bringing you the call of the game between Dulles and Willow Ridge. 2nd down and 2. And there is a give to Jolly. He slips a tackle, gets inside the 5, keeps going, touchdown! 13-yard run by Ezel Jolly, who was not to be denied. Woo! And now Ridgepoint is up 34-28 with the extra point to come. And you know what's interesting here, Ryan? You think about if Ridgepoint had not had didn't really mean to do it, 2-point conversion. Right. This touchdown would have made it 33-28.
Yeah.
And they would have to go for 2 to get a 7-point lead. But now they can kick for a 2-point lead. Good snap and hold. Bowen gets his foot into it. Off the left post, but it's good. It hits the left post and goes through. How about that?
Oh, man.
Ridgepoint leads at 35-28. Oh, don't go away. This is a good one.
Every day, someone comes up to me and says, Amy, how amazing is Xfinity Internet? And I always say, guys, I could go on and on about how it gives you more than just fast speeds for all your work, school, and everything from home needs, but I have places to be. I'd also mention you can save up to $400 a year on wireless when you add Xfinity Mobile and get nationwide 5G at no extra cost. But I gotta run. I have a thing. Really, it happens all the time. Can your internet do that?
Get started with Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, save up to $400 a year on wireless over AT&T when you add Xfinity Mobile. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay. Ends 10/18/21. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Savings based on optimized pricing. Xfinity Internet required.
Okay, Ridgepoint fans, I just want to tell you about something that I foresee as a potential problem going forward. You know, the Ridgepoint girls volleyball team, they are awesome. They could be headed for Garland and the state Final Four, maybe. And then, of course, you know, the Ridgepoint football team looking good as they're in a position to improve to 2-0 after, if they get the victory here, they will have beaten 2 really strong opponents, and they have C.E. King next week. So I'm just thinking, you know, we might have to hire an extra crew so we can do 2 competition broadcasts at one time. We can't miss the Ridgepoint girls playing in Garland the Saturday before Thanksgiving. That's for the championship. But then the Ridgepoint boys playing football for high stakes. All right, Bowen's kickoff comes down to the 20-yard line. There goes Sanders, far sideline. Look out! And Ridgepoint does corral him. Oh, that could have been a problem. I think that was Deshaun Chacheri. And you know, I remember last year, someone told me that I mispronounced Deshaun's last name. So I'm going to get with either Coach LaFavors or someone who knows how to say all the names. And Deshaun, if I just said your last name wrong, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's my second apology of the game, I think.
Hey, at least you apologize.
I've never been afraid to apologize.
Yeah, that's a good trait.
All right, ball's at the 38-yard line, 1st and 10. Solomon, the quarterback, hands it off on the jet sweep, but Ridgepoint acted like they knew it was coming.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely nothing on that play for, guess what? I think Luke Martin, he lined up in a slot on the near side, and that's the guy they gave the ball to, but it was a loss of 2 yards. And on the play for Ridgepoint was Dylan Vaughn. Now Solomon drops back, wants to pass, but pulls it down, throws late, got Martin complete near midfield, makes a move. He's at the 45, still going, near the middle of the field and down at the 38. Man, 4.5 minutes to go, and it's a first down for Disckinson in Panther territory.
Luke can do it all, huh?
Yeah, and great job by Solomon. He did not panic, but he was about to get belted, and he let it go. Somehow that pass was not batted down at the line.
Yeah.
He's not very tall, but he got it over the defender. Now there's a give to Martin. Now a double reverse. They give it to Marquise Johnson. He's in open field, outside the numbers, 1 man to beat, and that guy gets him. It'll be 1st and goal. Deshaun Chacheri, if I'm saying it right. I said inside the 10, they're inside the 15 at the 12. Disckinson on the march.
Here come the no huddle. Fast pace.
Solomon running left. Basic play, runs into a blocker, but pushes forward, gets a 3-yard pickup. Credit on the tackle to Clayton Cherry. By the way, early in the game, D.K. Kalu went out with an injury, limped off favoring his right leg. We hope it's not serious. Solomon hands off. There goes Sanders, hit in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard. And guess who got there? It was Cameron Richardson. Guys all over the field named Cameron that spell their name with a K. And the 1-yard loss makes it 3rd and 8. The ball is at the 10. Disckinson with 3:18 to go and the clock ticking, trailing 35-28. Solomon, fade route, left corner, up in the air. There's a flag, but hold on. The ball, I don't know that was catchable necessarily, but it may kind of bail Disckinson out.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it was close enough, Roger. We're going to see.
And when it's Donovan Green over there, sometimes if you're a very good athlete but not quite total blue chip best tight end of the country, sometimes you have to interfere.
And a guy of his caliber, you wish that you could see him get the ball more, but I guess the run game has been working.
Yeah. Yeah, that kind of reminds me, you know. Okay, they call pass interference on Ryan Ramey. The ball is now at the 2-yard line. You know, Calvin Johnson, Megatron, when he played college ball, he hardly ever caught it. He played at Georgia Tech. But fortunately, you know, the Lions knew just how good he was. And unfortunately for him, the Lions drafted him. First and goal at the 2. Solomon in the spread. Takes the snap. Hands it off to his running back. It's not centered. They fumble. It's another fumble. Ridgepoint recovers another fumble inside the 5-yard line. Coming up with it, Dalton Plitt. The ball went to Malachi McNair. He was hit low. He went head over heels, and the ball came out. And Plitt recovers, and Ridgepoint, if they can run out these final 3 minutes and 3 seconds, will go to 2-0. But
What
they're
a
deep
play.
in their own end, and they got to be careful.
Oh, my goodness. I didn't see it come out to the last second.
Yeah, I didn't even see it come out at all. All I saw was Dalton Plitt running out of there saying, look, I got the ball. And I saw, of course, a bunch of purple jerseyed players celebrating that they had gotten the football. So be careful here. The ball is at the 3. Ball security right here is at a premium.
Dickinson got to step up this play.
And up the middle they go with Jolly. 2 hands on the football, and he gets 3 to the 6-yard line. And wow, I keep saying the same guy's name, but submarining was Leighton Roque. I've said Christian Mukabana's name as well. And there is an injury to a Ridgepoint player, so Disckinson could use a timeout here, but they don't have to because there's a Ridgepoint player down. We'll take a break and be back. This is VypeFortBend.com.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stavanaugh with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a 4th generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's complicated. We make it easy for you. We have Spanish speakers here available for you. Call us at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. Once again, call us 979-793-7411.
Hi, this is Mariela
and Melina coming to you from Nick's Italian Restaurant, where you can come and try one of our house specialties, the Nick's Shrimp, or one of our chicken pistachios. Not in the mood for food, you can also try one of our savory desserts like our homemade tiramisu or cannoli.
We're located on FM 1464, just north of Austin High School.
Can't dine in? You can call ahead at 346-401-1546 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Or you can hit us on one of the major delivery platforms, Uber, Grubhub, or DoorDash.
We look forward to seeing you here at Nick's Italian Restaurant, where our family gets bigger every time you stop by.
Well, Calvin Harvey was the injured player for the Ridgepoint Panthers. He is a good one. They're starting right tackle. Hopefully that's not too serious. He was favoring his right leg. Emmanuel takes the snap, gives to Jolly, bounces outside, gets to the 15, near the sideline, and he runs out of bounds, which a lot of people are going to say, don't go out of bounds, you're stopping the clock. He did the right thing. There was really, the direction he was going, the better thing to do was go out of bounds. They got a fresh set of downs. It's at 2:39 right now, and the Disckinson Gators have 2 timeouts. So Ridgepoint is in good shape.
Jolly was holding his hamstring that last play, so.
Really?
Yeah,
oh, no.
see it. They need that guy.
Yeah, he's on the sideline, and I see the head trainer, Jeffrey Arsenault. So let's see. I believe they put Mason Dawson in at running back. And they fake the ball to him. Emmanuel over the right side, 2 hands on the ball, gets 2 yards, and that's it. And again, it was Sir Mix-a-Lot, Caleb Walker. And Disckinson calls a timeout with 2:30 to go. When we come back, it'll be 2nd and 8 for Ridgepoint. Do not go away. This is getting good.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
First Tire and Automotive has been putting your health and your car safety first for over 20 years. First Tire and Automotive stands for family, integrity, reliability, service, and trust. That's why Fort Bend families know take your vehicle to First Tire and Automotive first and forever. Check out the website for service and savings at firsttireandauto.com. Make your appointment today. With 4 great locations, Eldridge, First Colony, Greatwood, and now in Cinco Ranch, there's one around the corner from you. All 4 stores now open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
On a keeper, B.J. Emanuel breaks free. Ridgepoint gets the game-icing touchdown. 73 yards for a touchdown for B.J. Emanuel. The play started innocently enough. He's moving to his right. He kicks his way out of a tackle and keeps on going. There are no flags, and Ridgepoint leads it 41-28 with 2:15 to go.
Emmanuel just put the game away right there with that run. I would like to think. It'll take a big play by Disckinson to possibly have a chance to win this one.
Well, but I wouldn't put it past him. And do you think maybe they'll put Luke Martin back in at quarterback because he is likely the better thrower? Bowen's extra point kick is good. 42-28, 2:15 to go. We shall return on VypeFortBend.com.
Every day, someone comes up to me and says, Amy, how amazing is Xfinity Internet? And I always say, guys, I could go on and on about how it gives you more than just fast speeds for all your work, school, and everything from home needs, but I have places to be. I'd also mention you can save up to $400 a year on wireless when you add Xfinity Mobile and get nationwide 5G at no extra cost. But I gotta run. I have a thing. Really, it happens all the time. Can your internet do that?
Get started with Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, save up to $400 a year on wireless over AT&T when you add Xfinity Mobile. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay. Ends 10/18/21. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Savings based on optimized pricing. Xfinity Internet required.
Well, Bryant, for the first time in this back-and-forth ball game where we've had 3 ties, somebody has a 2-score advantage. It's 42-28, Ridgepoint. And I guess Disckinson didn't really want to, but they'll be able to see how their 2-minute offense works. They'll have to find a way to score quickly, get the ball back, and score again.
Yeah. Good score.
There's a high kick to Diego Sanchez, and it slips out of his hands, and he has to just recover it and stay right there. Correction, that's Luke Martin. So will Luke be taking the snaps on this last drive?
I would think so. To your point, Luke has the better arm. I mean, if they have a chance, if they want to have a chance of moving the ball down the field, they need a thrower. And I think Luke will be the better man for that job. Oh, look like Luke could line up a receiver.
Yeah, I think they've got him at the wide out. He's farthest to the right in this formation as Disckinson goes left to right. 1st and 10 from their 23, and they got to run this play before Ridgepoint was even lined up. And there's a throw for Martin. He's got it. First down at the 47 and tackled right there by Walker Aycock. And Disckinson, with only 1 timeout remaining, has the clock stopped with 2:09 to move the chains. And I really like, the officials went ahead and kind of started it before the chains were set. Solomon drops back, steps up, fires over the middle late, looking for Donovan Green. It was behind him and incomplete. But that wouldn't have been that long of a gain, and I have a feeling that Taylor Davis might have tackled Green right there. So it's probably just as well for Dickinson's sake that fell incomplete.
Yeah.
Time is very precious to them at this moment.
Time is definitely of an essence. They need a deep play. They need a deep play. They need a big play to give them a chance for an onside kick.
We're at 1:57 remaining in the ball game, and it's 42-28 Ridge Point. Solomon sends a man in motion, takes the snap, fakes the jet sweep, rolls to his left, being rushed, throws late, got a completion, and it's a pickup down to the 44-yard line of Ridge Point. Gets it to Isaac Arias for his first catch of the game.
Gotta hurry up.
And they need to hurry. The clock is at 1:41 and still running. They mark it at the 45. It's 3rd down and 2. They got to have this. And up the middle goes Solomon. He's got the first down, belted after a 5-yard pickup at the 40, but that will stop the clock.
What a hit.
The ball came out at the end, and Ridge Point is saying, we got it, but the officials are saying, no, Solomon was down. Now the clock is at 1:30. Now it's running again as they reset the chains. And Disckinson taking a little bit too long to get this play underway. And like you said, they need to get the ball down the field. Got to throw it deep. Solomon, now he is throwing it deep. Far sideline looking for Green. He caught it.
He got it.
Inside the 10, and they'll mark him, I think, at the 12. Donovan Green.
So your guy.
Split two great defenders. Ryan Ramey, I guess, will get credit for the tackle on that one. The clock is at 1:05 and running again. And at the 12-yard line, there goes Solomon running it. A lot of tacklers there. He only gets 3 yards, and they stop him. They're inside a minute. Will Disckinson spend that last time out? I don't think they will, but they need to hurry up and do something.
They sure do.
8-yard line. Clock at 45 and ticking. And Solomon fakes the handoff, looks end zone, rolls to his right. I think he's going to keep it. He's going to head for the end zone, and he's in. Touchdown Disckinson with 37 seconds to go. And that makes it 42-34. And they'll bring on Gage for the extra point kick, I presume. I don't see any reason why they would need to go for 2 at this point.
Yeah, I don't either. Crazier things have happened.
Well, we do know this. We're going to see an onside kick.
Absolutely. No
matter how this conversion goes. And I think they're leaving the offense on the field. I think they want to get 2 and cut it to 42-36.
I think it gives them 2 chances to, if they don't get it here, they could at least get it again and tie it up.
Here goes Solomon over the left side. He's into the end zone for a touchdown. And you know who paid the price? Someone who was blocking for him. That was Arias. He got belted in the kidneys.
Yeah, absolutely.
But he'll take 1 for the team.
Right.
Take 2 for the team.
Yeah.
42-36 is our new score. 37 seconds to go. We'll take a quick break. Don't worry, you won't miss the kickoff.
Everything. We take care of you, so you can take care of business. Office Depot Office Max.
Taking care of business.
Okay, Roger Smith and Patrick Nabufi, I'm sorry, Bryant Nabufi with you as Ridge Point, well, they had that 14-point lead with just over 3 minutes left, and now they're trying to hang on, and they send the hands team out onto the field to try and capture this onside kick with 37 seconds to go. And head coach Rick LaFavors now steps out onto the field, and he's going to give last-minute instructions on what to expect. And, well, it's kind of like, here comes the Disckinson kickoff unit. Well, you better get lined up, boys.
Yeah.
I hope you're ready for whatever might come.
Maybe some trickery.
Yeah, there are 2 possible kickers. You got Chance Gage and you got Christopher Gonzalez. Ridge Point's not going to know who's going to kick it.
I think they called a timeout.
Ridge Point calls a timeout. It's kind of like basketball where you want to see how they're lined up, then talk about it.
Right. Exactly.
By the way, this is just the first of 3 football games we will bring you this week. And tomorrow night, it's going to be Hightower hosting the Westfield Mustangs. countdown to kickoff show coming your way at 6:45. I'll be flying solo. I'll bring a lot of cough drops. And then on Saturday night, I'm not even going to be in the cockpit. It'll be Bryant along with Patrick Kinnick.
Tomorrow should be exciting. I like high top.
And you know what? It's been chosen as the local 2 News, what do they call it? Their Friday Night Football Frenzy game of the week.
Oh, that's interesting.
They're going to be there. I just like to reach out and touch the edge of Randy McIlvoy's sleeve, you know, to be brushing with greatness. All right, here comes the kick, and it bounces twice. It's up in the air, and Disckinson recovers it. They cannot advance it. They will have the ball near the 45-yard line, but they executed it perfectly.
Wow.
And they will have the ball, and the clock didn't even move. 37 seconds still on the clock.
That was a beautiful.
It just took this perfect second hop.
Oh, my
Kicked up in the air. There was a Ridge Point player waiting for it, but he didn't reach out and grab it. I think it was Donovan Green who grabbed the ball for Disckinson. And who better to be going after the football? And guess what? 37 seconds to go. Disckinson with 1 timeout, and they're down by 6.
What a game.
Yes. Luke Martin is in the game, but not at quarterback. He started at that position. He has shared the snaps with Solomon. John Solomon is in the spread. Reggie Sanders is next to him. And now there is a timeout. Is it taken by Ridge Point?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. And we'll take it with him. VypeFortBend.com.
First Tire and Automotive has been putting your health and your car safety first for over 20 years. First Tire and Automotive stands for family, integrity, reliability, service, and trust. That's why Fort Bend families know take your vehicle to First Tire and Automotive first and forever. Check out the website for service and savings at firsttireandauto.com. Make your appointment today. With 4 great locations, Eldridge, First Colony, Greatwood, and now in Cinco Ranch, there's one around the corner from you. All 4 stores now open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
All right, Ridge Point has used all but one of its timeouts. Same for Disckinson. Disckinson down by 6. They have it at the Ridge Point 44-yard line. And here we go. John Solomon. There was a little movement. False start by Luke Martin over here on this side and pointing it out. You know, Deshaun Chachere is making sure the officials don't miss anything. I'm sure the officials are very grateful for that young man helping them out. And Deshaun, if I'm saying your last name, if I'm saying it wrong.
Costly penalty, man.
Oh, yeah. So now there's no runoff on the clock because the clock was already stopped. New line of scrimmage is the Ridge Point 49. Still 37 seconds to go. 1 timeout for Disckinson, and they're down by 6. Fake handoff. Solomon steps up. Here comes the pocket collapsing, and down he goes in a heap. Dylan Vaughn got part of the sack, and he'll have to settle for half a sack because Cortez Nichols met him at the quarterback. And down went Solomon. Timeout, Disckinson. 31 seconds to go. They're out of timeouts. And that sack moves the ball back to their own 45-yard line.
And it started with the false start.
By the way, let me ask you something. We're not going anywhere here. Bryant, do you remember when Boise State beat Oklahoma in that epic game in 2008? I think it was the Fiesta Bowl of 2008, give or take a year. And Boise State ran a post pattern. They had 2 players running shallow posts. And they throw it to the first guy, and he tosses it back to another guy running the opposite direction and scores from, I think, about 70 yards away. And yet, because it seems like that play has a just as good, if not better, chance of succeeding than some other desperation plays that you see. I wonder if we might see Disckinson try something like that. All right, 2nd down and 21 yards to go. Solomon drops back, throws over the middle, and the pass is tipped and almost intercepted. It was intended either for Marquise Johnson or for Luke Martin, but it was nearly intercepted by Ridge Point's Ryan Ramey.
And it looked like maybe they were trying to catch it and toss it.
That might have been. They might have been trying to run the old Boise State play.
Yeah.
26 seconds to go. It's now 3rd down and 21. Ridge Point students, looks like nobody has left. Empty backfield for Solomon. Has time, steps up, fires it deep down the left
side.
He has a man! It's just a little too long for Marquise Johnson. Oh, he made the dive. Disckinson almost had what they needed right there.
Man.
Oh, my goodness. Ridge Point's got to be, checking to make sure they didn't, there wasn't any leakage on that play, if you know what I mean. 42-36, still our score, and Disckinson with a 4th and 21 has one last shot, but Ridge Point wants a defensive timeout to talk it over, and Coach LeFavors is coaching his butt off. He's talking to one of his players who might have been a little out of position. You know, you don't want to have the coach too upset at you.
You know.
By the way, I love what I saw from Coach LeFavors in his first season last year. You know, Ridge Point, because of all the COVID stuff, they really didn't get to assemble as a complete team until really late in the game, sometime in August. They didn't get together even in the spring at all. I mean, they did the Zooms best that they could.
Right. You know, 2020 was just an odd year for all of football, really.
But what a season they had. They just destroyed everything in their path except North Shore. Well, they lost to C.E. King early. Okay, here we go. 4th down and 21. Solomon throws, and it's incomplete. They were trying to run the Boise State play, but Marquise Johnson didn't catch the ball, and that will do it. 14 seconds left, and all Ridge Point's going to need to do is kneel on the football.
You know,
that was the Boise State play.
It was. And Disckinson had opportunities to advance the ball.
They sure did.
Man.
They fumbled inside the 5-yard line 2 times. They threw an interception in the end zone.
You know, they're going to look back and watch film, and they're going to really realize that they shot themselves in the foot on this one.
And guess what, Brian? If these two teams meet again on the playoff road, they'll remember this game.
Yeah.
It's been epic. It's an instant classic, and Ridge Point's going to win it 42-36. They're in the victory formation. Spread formation snap coming to B.J. Emanuel. Takes a knee, and the clock will tick down.
Wow, what a game.
And you know what, Bryant, I have to say that large crowds have been hard to come by. There's the final 0 on the clock. Ridge Point wins it 42-36. And because of all the stuff we've had to deal with all this last year and a half, so rarely do you get a really loud, big noise from the crowd other than maybe at AT&T Stadium in Arlington at the state championship games.
Yeah.
So, final thoughts on this one as Ridge Point wins it 42-36.
What an intense game. It's unfortunate it had to, well, I'll say this. Disckinson shot himself in the foot at the end, but overall, what a beautiful game. And I'm glad to have the opportunity to share with you, Roger.
Yes, sir, Brian. It's been my pleasure. And I would also say that that's another thing that I love about high school football. You're always going to have some mistakes in it. You know, sometimes you see performances in high school that are so good they're almost like they're professional.
Yeah.
But then again, you see those performances where there are the kind of mistakes that teenagers make. And it just makes it that much more exciting.
Yeah.
And wow, Disckinson almost pulled off that deep completion. The ball just about, 2 feet too far for Marquise Johnson to catch it. But I'll tell you what, Disckinson fans, you should be proud of your team. I know you wanted to get the W tonight, but this is just a non-district game. You will learn from this and move on. I think you're going to be giving people heck in District 24-6A. And we would love to see you in the Region 3 playoffs, and it would be great to see a rematch between these two great teams. And our coverage tonight brought to you by Xfinity, the future of awesome, by Nick's Italian Restaurant, by First Tire and Automotive, by Archer Volkswagen, by the Needville Insurance Agency, and by Office Depot. Thanks to our great sponsors. They are the reason that you can always listen live or listen later on VypeFortBend.com, and it's absolutely free. You can listen as many times as you want. And let's see, what else? We got Hightower taking on a Westfield tomorrow night, 6:45. Then at 5:45 on Saturday, it'll be Dulles against Willow Ridge. Roger Smith with you on VypeFortBend.com. For my partner, Bryant Nabufi. Say goodnight, Bryant.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for listening in.
All right, we will all sleep well, except maybe the Disckinson coaches. They'll look back at some missed opportunities in this one. 42-36, our final. Ridgepoint beats Disckinson. And we will talk to you tomorrow night from Hall Stadium for Hightower and Westfield. Good night, everybody.